Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. I'm here with the lads for the weekly review show. How are we all doing?
Decent. Very decent.
Yeah.
Shit. What Tom said.
but-
My team haven't won in 6. I can't exactly be happy.
Tom, you're so negative. Be more positive.
Firstly,
We have won in 6.
I mean, to be fair, Anthony Martial did a masterclass, so can't be too upset. And we will be getting an apology from a certain somebody.
No,
you fucking won't, because you
not.
drew 1-1 with Burnley, mate.
No, not from me. We're talking about someone. We're talking about someone. We're getting an apology tonight, guys.
Lad, he performed in one game in about 22.
We'll get into it.
We absolutely will. Obviously, firstly, thoughts and prayers for everyone at Liverpool Football Club going through this traumatic time. That gif of counting to 6 has come back and bait you right on the butt cheeks.
Talk about 6, baby.
But nah, credit to Liverpool lads for turning up. So there was a few interesting games this weekend. Sunday was quite interesting, but we'll start with the action on Monday. Obviously, on Saturday morning, should I say. Obviously, Arsenal fans delighted with getting a point away to Burnley. Obviously, Arsenal mid-table at the moment. Getting a point against a tricky Burnley side. No mistakes from what I can remember from Arsenal players. A very good, strong performance from the likes of Xhaka and Leno. But Sauls, do you want to get us started on the Arsenal game?
Mate, I've just forgotten about it, and now I've had to relive it. Fucking hell! What? I mean, do you know? This is what fucking irritates me, right? We play so well for so long, of the half. Every single time, right? We're our own undoing. When are we gonna ever see? Other than the Leicester game this season, when are we ever going to see a half out? When are we ever going to see a mistake-free game? Because we can never do it. Even if we don't concede from it, there will be mistakes made. And I mean, a draw to Burnley, I mean, if this was any other time, if Burnley actually ripped us open or we got absolutely destroyed, I'd take it. But let's be honest, right? We scored both goals. That just goes to show everything, really, and it's irritating. I just want the season to be done. I can't be arsed anymore with it. I'm done with the season. I'm here for the vibes now. I'm just going to have fun with everyone because Arsenal clearly just don't give a shit anymore. They've let us down again. Thursday is a big one. If those players want to have any sort of self-respect, they'll actually turn up and actually give us something as a fan base. Otherwise, like I said to you now, they can literally take their shirts off and just get out and terminate their own contracts because I'm done with every single one of them. I'm top to bottom. I'm done. Even Arteta can walk out with them because
you sound
I can't
like
be
tonsils. You sound like Tom speaking about Liverpool. Fucking hell.
Mate, when you said I'm done with this season, I was going to say you're done with this season. You should have to play Rhys James in that Phillips.
I mean, we've got to play Granit Xhaka and David Luiz, so
Hey, respect on David Luiz's name. Luke, we were just talking about Arsenal's very good performance against Burnley. Obviously, getting the point. Quite good for a mid-table side at the moment. I mean, obviously, the club and team lack an ambition to take you to that next level, to be on the likes of an Everton and a West Ham, but not too bad going to Sean Dyche's Clarets and getting a point, surely.
Massive point in this mid-table battle. There's some. It's been a really interesting battle between us and Southampton and Spurs. Even Spurs are in a mid-table battle at this point. But
I don't know. They had a good result on Sunday.
You look.
We had a good result last week. Doesn't change it.
You look at our next game in the league, and it's Spurs, and you look at Harry Kane, who's been firing for fun, and you look at
Rest in
Gareth
peace, Arsenal's defence for that game.
Yeah, it's to be honest though.
Fucking mistakes.
I'm not. I just don't. I have zero interest in the league anymore. Our league season was finished by December. Realistically, there was no hope Really.
Fucking hell, now you could have brought some more positive people. Null and
void the season. We're done with it.
I can't be positive. There's no positive.
But he had stuff to do. So the positive people is Dom today. But he can bring enough positivity to keep everyone else going out.
No, guys, I'm changing my name. I'm now a Citizen. I am now a City fan until they start losing. And then when they lose, I'll
they
go
lost
on the next
Sunday with you.
Lost on Sunday.
Glory, hunting souls. That's what I'm going to be called from now.
Yeah, but you can't be glory. They lost to the Manchester
but they're top
Derby,
of the league. We're top of the league.
We'll get into obviously that game in a bit. But Genie, obviously you probably want to see other fans suffering a little bit. So seeing Arsenal suffer.
No. They've joined us. We were already.
Yeah, we're coming for Liverpool.
But Genie, what were your thoughts on obviously a point for Arsenal at Turf Moor?
Yeah, I feel for Arsenal at the minute. Yeah, we could literally echo what the Arsenal lad said about our performance on Sunday. I felt for Arsenal. They look sharp for like the first 15 minutes. Saka missed a couple of chances. Decent goal from Aubameyang. And then the Granit Xhaka mistake comes, and then all Arsenal's fans heads go into their arms. As usual, Granit Xhaka mistake.
What mistake was that? I didn't see a Granit Xhaka mistake on Saturday.
What, are you saying it's Leno?
No. I'm saying Xhaka, a great assist. Great assist from Xhaka.
No. It's a decent ball. He's got a lot of whip and dip on it, but if Chris Wood was his target, then it's a brilliant ball. But another
Genie, that was his target.
Well, then it's a brilliant ball. But to be honest, I don't think I can go past this game without mentioning the officials and the VAR, because how that's not a penalty with the handball from Pepe's little flick, I'll never know. But
they say one thing I want to say, right?
Because
it's too close. It's not too close.
No.
They say it's because of distance.
Yeah.
Why on earth are we blaming the refs when that game should have been done and dusted within the first 15 minutes? That penalty decision should not have meant anything. We should not even be talking about it. We should have been 3-4 up by that point. When are we going to now start looking at attackers, right, and their fucking their chances being missed as mistakes as well? Because it's all good and well blaming VAR, it's all good and well blaming Xhaka, but how many more times, right, are these same players going to let us down in the attacking third? How many chances do they want? Are they Premier League players, or are they fucking nation? Are they down in the Vanarama? Because that's what you expect from that.
Don't ever disrespect Torquay United ever again.
I want my players to finish their chances.
You just said your attackers were like Vanarama National League. The Vanarama National League, they take them chances.
All right, they're not meant to be.
You sat there saying your attacks are missing Gil's chances. I'd rather they were missing them than actually, not getting them in the first place, unlike our team.
To be fair, we went through that at the start of the season.
Now they're getting it, and now they can't take them.
And it's okay, Tom. We will more than get into the Liverpool fixture.
No, we're not talking about the Liverpool game.
You know what we should just do this,
Genie
right?
will, because Genie's going to the trophy parade and everybody celebrating.
He's got a trophy and everything from Amazon.
Dom, what was obviously your team sitting second, so you're sort of looking down at most of them. What did you think of Arsenal's performance on Saturday?
I don't watch shit teams, Niall. But no, I did see the highlights.
Wait. But you're willing to watch Martial? Okay.
Oh yeah, because he's fucking spectacular. No, but I did watch the highlights. Arsenal played sort of well. I won't say very well. Saka is literally trying to carry your team, and it's really disappointing to see a young talent go to waste at Arsenal Football Club. So yeah, I think Saka should go and move away from Arsenal. Aubameyang looks gone. He always looks gone. That shot was quite lucky to go in, actually. Pope got a very good hand to it. And then you got Granit Xhaka. What a fucking player he is. Wow. You know what?
I mean, you're more than willing to have him.
I would sign him for your new team, Souls. Granit for Man City. He'll fit perfectly. Him and Rodri as a double pivot. Fucking hell.
Oh, man, Pep would have smacked the shit out of him by now.
And also, getting 3 points against Burnley ain't for everyone.
What I do want to briefly talk about is should Saka have seen
Sheffield United?
Because the reason I say that
we beat him away.
The reason I say should Xhaka have seen red is because of persistent fouling already being booked. And do you think that the tackle he did on Vidra was a penalty?
No. Vidra kicks Saka.
He wouldn't have kicked him if his leg wasn't there, I'm just saying.
That's never a penalty.
Well, I didn't see it. Did Xhaka get the ball?
It wasn't even
No,
Xhaka, it was Saka.
Did Saka get the ball then?
Didn't touch the ball. Didn't touch
Well,
the
it's a
ball.
foul.
No, because that's never a penalty. No,
Does he make
no.
contact with the player and not the ball?
No, the only reason there's contact is because Saka's behind him and he kicks the back of Saka's leg.
Mate, we had a penalty given against us for our player being on the floor.
You're still angry about that one, Tom?
Yeah. You can't. I'd love to know what the ref thinks. He's just gonna like snap his fingers and teleport a couple meters.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
just
Tom,
the officials
that's what I
show.
want to know. I want to know what these refs are thinking because I have no idea at this point.
I want to know what
Do
goes
you
through a
think-
referee's head to go over to a monitor, go and decide, yeah, that's a penalty. He doesn't even watch it back. He literally turns his head in and then decides, yeah, that's a penalty.
Ours didn't. Ours walked over, saw it from about 10 meters away, and walked back and still gave. the penalty.
That's what I'm talking about. He went over to the monitor, looked at it for 2 seconds, and went, yeah, that's a penalty, and walked off.
Let's stop deflecting. Back to Burnley Arsenal. Sauls, do you think that was a penalty for Burnley or?
I couldn't give a shit. They didn't give us a penalty. I'm sorry, but like, why should I now think Burnley deserve a penalty when there's other blatant penalties to be given as well?
Yeah,
Well,
United's gonna
suck on
penalty
that
as well,
one,
so-
mate. Because guess what, right?
I was just
You're in an
merely
Arsenal
asking. I
No,
was
no,
just
you're in an
merely
Arsenal
asking
game.
for-
The monitors don't work. VAR's asleep. Unlucky, mate. That's what happens when you play Arsenal. VAR doesn't exist. Referees
And-
become brain dead.
the
Welcome
last
to
bit-
Arsenal Football Club.
The last bit about the Burnley Arsenal game that I want to talk about is Lacazette. Never have I heard such a scream for such a stupid thing in my life.
That was so
Carry
bad.
on. Aubameyang, you also do it. Saka, you carry on doing that as well. Lacazette, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because you know why? I'm getting sick and tired, right? Why does everyone in the Premier League get away with it? The minute Arsenal do it, it's a
No
fucking crime.
one
No,
screams
I've never
like
heard screams that
Lacazette.
loud.
No, carry
No
on.
one.
Theatrical
no
performances,
one in the
Grammy
Premier
Award-winning
League
performances.
has-
That's what I want to see.
No one in the Premier League has screamed like that. He genuinely screamed like someone had just snapped his leg in half.
He needs to be louder next time.
Fuck's sake! Right, Luke. Do you think Lacazette may have done a little bit of a drama queen performance for?
Yeah, but obviously because he was trying to win a free kick. I mean, I don't condone it because that's frankly embarrassing. Screaming like that when someone barely kicks the back of your leg, that's so fucking childish. Really, it's not. You can't be doing that, especially when you're in the Premier League and you're fucking jumping
Yeah,
around.
but remember when ESR got sent off? That's the same thing that happened. They sent him off because the guy screamed.
Yeah, but they overturned it. So I mean,
Luke, did you
So
see
but
why
not-
can't we
what
do
you're
it
talking about?
if it works?
I
no,
think
because-
that Lacazette
no, but-
situation brings up a bigger sort of issue with the fact that players feel they have to do stuff like that to get a foul.
Exactly my point.
When
Yeah,
in
but-
reality,
I agree with
they
that, but-
need to be given
the
fouls
referee-
for what a foul is.
Yeah, but Tom, the referee had already blown the whistle and he kept screaming.
yeah.
You
So
might
I-
not hear it because you were screaming, innit?
Oh, I mean, come on. The whistle was quite loud, and he's still screaming on the floor like his legs in half, like a broken tib and fib, and like literally, I think he's trying to get him sent off for some.
At least he was holding the right body part because I'm so sick of players getting contact and holding like their face
Richarlison.
and they get kicked in the leg and they go down holding their
Gabriel
face.
Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, Rodri,
Salah.
Cancelo.
Right. So that was Burnley Arsenal. Does anyone think that Arsenal should have got 3 points, or is a point fair?
No,
Get
we
3
did not.
points.
No. Just after, if you miss them chances, you deserve nothing. You deserve to lose if you miss.
Doesn't
them
matter, Niall. They didn't get 3 points at the end of the day. They got 1 point.
We didn't
Right.
even get a point. It felt like a loss to me.
chances. Yeah, exactly.
The next match we're going to look at is Sheffield United versus Southampton. Obviously, the mighty Sheffield United getting all the points on the board that they need. They lost 2-0 at Bramall Lane. Ward Prowse and Shea Adams getting goals there. What's everyone's thoughts on that game?
Did you see Che Adams' goal?
Yeah, what a fucking goal that
What a
was.
finish! Never seen
So,
Tom
yeah,
versus
the thing
It
is-
sums up Sheffield United's season, doesn't it?
Trent Adams is scoring a worldie.
They haven't, in reality, Sheffield United haven't played bad. They just cannot finish for the life of them. David McGoldrick at 1-0 down had a gilt-edged chance, and he's tried to chip the goalkeeper. When your team's desperate for goals, you don't try fancy stuff like that. You pick your corner and you place it there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. They spunked 23 million on Ryan Brewster, and he's offered fuck all for them.
What a signing! What a signing!
If you're going to
Signing
spend that
that's
money on a striker, at least get someone that's got
No,
experience.
the funny thing is, Ryan Bruce will score like 30 goals in the Championship next season. And Liverpool fans are like, oh my god, he's a generational talent. Like,
He's a
shut
good
the fuck
player.
up. Shut the fuck up, Genie. Good player.
Nah, he's a good player in the wrong system.
A couple of comments here. Wasper saying, hey. Connor saying, Dom, Genie, and Tom, where you love to see it. Ansels, of course, and big up now. Gaming the Manchester United News saying hello and asking, lads, can I ask you a question? I don't think so, but can City bottle the league?
No.
We'll go
They
one by
can.
one.
They
Don't be
can.
silly. No,
Genie,
don't
do
be
you-
silly.
Genie,
No,
do you
no,
think
stupid
that City
question.
can bottle the league?
No.
Souls?
Are you? Why are we asking this? This is some ridiculous.
Because a viewer would like to know your response.
Well, what do you think? Of course not.
Well, that's what he's put. He says, I don't
I
Oh,
could
you
see
can
it
put the
happening.
City B team out, right? The second string
Yeah.
players out, and they'll go
Right.
win the league for the
I
rest
don't know,
of the
I don't know
season.
why you're so annoyed. He said, I don't think
I don't
so.
want to know who's
Can
winning the
City
league. I'm
bottle
not
the
fucking
league?
10th.
I could see it happening.
Yeah,
No.
it
Well,
can.
it won't happen.
It won't, but it can.
Right,
Like,
and
Not
Tom,
a chance.
It
Not
depends
not a
if Pep-
chance.
It depends if this is Pep's last season and he just decides this is it, my be all end all. I've got to chuck everything in this Champions League basket. This is my best chance, and he sacrifices the league for the Champions League glory. That's the only way it could happen, but it won't happen because Pep's not going to let an embarrassment like that happen on his head.
It's not like
Yeah,
City
yeah.
don't have the players around him. Either.
Yeah.
On the bench, the
Even
squad
if he
depth is not
sacrifices
real.
the league, they won't lose 11 points for it.
There's no
It
way
would
United will
be-
lose 11 points.
it
Think
would be
about
the
it. Their
biggest
second
bottle
string
job ever.
team can win the league.
Yeah, it would be.
No, I
It'd
think
be
the
the,
challenge
biggest miracle ever.
mid-table.
Fuck's sake.
They-
Um,
Yo,
Game in the Manchester United News saying Sheffield United need a miracle.
They need
or stay
more,
up
they
the same
need
with
more
West
than a
Brom.
miracle.
And
They
Connor
need
saying
way
big up
more than
Luke
a
too.
miracle.
So Connor, big up to Connor always on these streams, especially at watch alongs. He does love a good watch along that we do.
oh, yeah, we do make them fun.
We do.
We
The
definitely
last
talk
one,
about football.
yeah, the last one, mate, was probably the most X-rated video you'll probably see on YouTube on a Saturday. We all know who to thank for that one.
Genie.
Don't.
I don't think so. It was whoever mentioned mayonnaise. But moving swiftly on, because
Don't.
we're actually going to be going into the watch along a little bit here. Aston Villa 0, Wolves 0.
Mate, you know you can't rely on me. I was too busy watching the Bayern Dortmund game.
You might as well ask us about Bayern Dortmund. I think we were just
Niall,
bothered about
Niall,
Tom's
can
bet.
I be completely honest? I forgot we did a watch along.
We'll
How
talk about
could you-
Bayern Dortmund instead. We'll talk about Bayern Dortmund because I watched that
could
one.
you forget about that watch along? It was the most.
Because
it
we
was
weren't
absolutely
watching that game. No one even
No, I
cared.
know. I know we weren't watching the game, but the video itself was quite remarkable.
Yeah, but I forgot it was for that game.
So basically, taking account a lot of accusations, Tom won about £12 summit.
Yes.
Souls was Tom was dancing as well around his room, absolutely partying his bollocks off. Gina went crying for about 5 minutes. Souls was talking about Bayern again, about
And Dom
Lewandowski,
gave out
Haaland,
his Snapchat.
and I did the shout.
Yeah, you did.
I also threw my headphones on the floor when I was
Oh,
told
yeah.
they weren't working.
Tom chucked his
Oh
AirPods
yes,
across the room.
you did that as well. So to summarise, the Villa Wolves game was pretty shit, right?
Yeah.
It was a tale of missed chances, wasn't it? I don't know how Conte misses his two, and Roman Sides is the worst. He's the worst miss of the game. That's unbelievable how he didn't put that in from like a yard out in an open net. But
Yeah.
Villa are struggling with the goals without Grealish. Shows how good he is.
I remember that concert chance very, very well.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? It ended 4-2, didn't it? The game I was watching ended 4-2.
Oh, shut up, Tom. Sonny saying Chelsea closest competitors to City. Well, no,
Not
I
unless
think it would
they
be
get a
whoever's
serious
second in.
striker.
I feel like it's whoever's second in the league, right?
They're
Yeah, I
playing
just don't
Chelsea.
think they've got that cutting edge though.
They don't have a striker. Well, they do.
I want to see them next season. I want to see them next season when teams have had a summer off to properly figure out how they play.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him
it's-
next season with Air Summer, Roman Abramovich.
This is still could be classed as the manager bounce, really.
Man.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does. But apparently, news coming out that Haaland is saying no to Chelsea. Apparently, he doesn't want to go Chelsea. He only
Yeah,
wants
because
to
he
go
wants to
City.
come play Europa Conference.
No, apparently, he only wants to go to City, United, or Liverpool.
Barca.
See, Europa
Barca-
Conference.
Barca
coming
have
Europa Conference.
absolutely no money to afford Haaland. Trust me when I say that.
Yeah, I made a
Um,
video on this earlier, so yeah.
I haven't checked that out. I've been so busy. I will check that out at some point soon. Game in the Manchester United news: Fulham or Newcastle, lads? Who's going down? I say
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Well, it depends. How long's Callum Wilson out for now?
For about another month.
Isn't Saint Maximan injured as well?
Yeah, and Almiron.
As is Almiron, yeah.
I
And
would
they
say-
Steve-
Only three
I'm-
good
I'm
players
saying
all in.
them are going down. I think Fulham and Newcastle stay safe purely by virtue of Brighton's inability to score goals.
That's right.
Yeah, but that they create enough chances that one time it will come off them. Newcastle, have you seen their running?
It's Brighton.
Someone, no. Someone have a look at Newcastle's running. It does not look. It does not.
Villa,
look nice at all.
Brighton, Tottenham, Burnley, West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, City, Sheffield United, Fulham.
Well,
What
that's
do you
good.
not-
I mean, they've got Arsenal to play, so they can.
They've
win
got
that.
Liverpool. They've got Liverpool at Anfield. That's a guarantee. 3 point.
Yeah, they're 6 points for you, Geordies.
They're safe.
Look,
Callum Wilson
yeah,
will be back.
I think Newcastle are down.
Is it not Fulham that's got a really tough run in?
in
I
my
remember
If
seeing
they're
it
not
when
playing
guys scored.
Arsenal or Liverpool, then yeah, they've got a tough running. If
think
they
we've
are
got
playing them,
Fulham.
then it's fairly easy.
Fulham are a good
Yeah,
team.
it's Fulham. City,
Arsenal,
Leeds.
Chelsea, United.
Yeah, they're the tough games. Isn't it?
I think Fulham can
City
pick up a few
can
points
win.
in that run, to be fair.
And game in Manchester United news saying Brighton will get enough wins because of how many chances they create. I totally agree.
But they create chances every game, and yet they don't bloody score them. You can create
but
as many chances as you want, but
it's
eventually you can sit
it's
there and go,
better to
eventually it'll happen. But
yeah, but it's better to
about
be
10
creating,
chances a game and can't find the back of the net.
yeah, but it's better to be creating chances than creating no chances at all. Is that not what you said to Sauls about the Arsenal chances?
Creating chances
Exactly.
creating chances.
Exactly.
Niall, if you can't score goals, you can't win games.
That's the whole point. What's the point in creating chances if you can't find the back of the
Yeah,
net?
but what I'm saying is at some
Ask
point they will
Arsenal
find the back of the net.
Who's realistically going to score Brighton's goals?
Trossard,
I don't know, Lallana. You've got
perfectly timed.
maybe even once if he hits a bit of form, he might be all right.
We can say that about
can't-
Newcastle.
Yeah, but Tom, Newcastle can't create nothing, and they can't take it.
Because
They've got Joe Linton. They've got Joe Linton. They've got Joe Linton. They literally have Joe Linton.
Their top
Who
scorer
on
is out.
earth is the? Yeah,
Their best player is out injured.
we're
Almiron.
literally
is out
saying why they're going down. Then
No,
they've got
because
3 injuries
they're going to come back.
in about a month. They'll be
Yeah.
down by then. They've got Steve Bruce.
How long's Wilson out for?
About another month.
No, because they've got an international break to come up. That's what will save them.
But Tom, they literally have Steve Bruce.
Yeah,
The man
he's
is
back
picking-
early April. Wilson's out
The
for
man
another
is
month.
picking a fight with Matt Ritchie, for goodness sake. They've got. I've seen 20 hookers with more team cohesion than Newcastle United. And
Yeah,
they
but
were
Wilson
trying to get
will-
the same man for the money.
It'll
Callum
be
Wilson will
interesting.
miss the next 3 games.
Exactly.
Well, Fulham play
They're down.
Newcastle on the last day of the season, so
Exactly.
I see them staying up. I just think when their players come back, Steve Bruce is going to have no other option but to attack, and then the quality in that attack will shine through.
Next, you're going to be telling me that Liverpool are going to win the fucking league.
I'm not Genie.
Actually, I was just about to say, nah. Tom, you've gone completely like 180. You are now the optimist of everything, and Genie's now the depressed guy. The counselling sessions have worked with Tom quite well. Newcastle don't create anything. Fulham play good football. Are in class form. Burnley have dice. It has to be Newcastle. And I have to agree. But talking Brighton, at the Amex, it finished 2-1 to Leicester City. Obviously, Leicester with their own injury problems as well, with no Maddison, Harvey Barnes is somewhere, God knows doing what. Vardy's on his own. They've lost James Justin. They've almost got the same amount of injuries as Liverpool, but I just see Brendan Rodgers crying a bit less. But what's everyone's thoughts on that?
I mean,
I'm really enjoying this. I'm not the only happy one out of all of you. I'm enjoying this.
I'm happy. My team are Vibes FC.
Yeah, to be honest,
Brighton
right?
Leicester game
Oh,
is
wait,
the prime
we're just
example
like
as to why they'll go down. That is the prime example. That Brighton Leicester game as to why that Brighton will go down. Because
Why?
they took the lead, and then you're thinking, "Oh, this is the moment."
They took the
And
lead against Manchester United.
No, I don't think this game
Yeah.
is the prime example because this wasn't even a game where they created chances. It was just a keeper mistake that they didn't even pick up a point.
Yeah.
Mhm. But
And a brilliant goal from Leicester. Do anyone see that Tielemans bowl? The no look?
Yeah, that was brilliant. That ball
filthy.
was brilliant.
right, Brighton have lost their last. Brighton haven't won since Liverpool shock horror. They have drawn against Burnley, where they
So did
let
Arsenal.
Goodmanson score, and they were outclassed by Burnley. Burnley had double the shots.
Yeah, but you've just said that this game was the prime
Hold
example.
on, didn't Burnley outclass Liverpool at Anfield?
Burnley didn't have more possession than us.
You don't need
Only never.
possession to win the games, lad. We don't have possession against Man City and we won 2-0.
They then drew with Villa, where the Aston Villa goalkeeper got man of the match as they couldn't score one of their 26 chances. Next up,
I can see where
Crystal
Tom's coming
Palace.
from, to be honest.
Right,
Crystal
right.
Palace.
We're not dissecting every.
Christian
We are not dissecting every
Tom.
flaming Brighton performance. That will be here all night. And Genie
Tom.
does have to go at
Brighton managed to lose a game where the opposition team had 2 shots and scored 2
Right,
goals.
Genie.
Yeah, but
Genie,
Tom,
what do you
you-
wanna
you-
say?
You've just said that this game was the prime example
Yeah,
that
they
that
can't
Brighton
hold
are
on
going
to
down.
leads. They struggled
Yeah,
to get
Let
into
Genie
leads.
finish. Let
They
Genie
can't get-
finish. Let Genie finish.
Leicester, a game against Leicester is not an example of where your side's going down. The games that you've just mentioned are the examples of why they could go down. This Leicester team, they took the chances that they created. Decent finish by Lallana. The other one that they scored was offside. That's fair enough. It's a horrible mistake from the keeper to come out and claim it and miss it for the last minute one, which would have been a good point for Brighton. But the first goal was a moment of class by Youri Tielemans and a brilliant finish from Iniacho. So I don't think that this is
that
the
second goal was just abysmal, really.
yeah it was a one-off mistake, wasn't it?
The Sauls, what's your thoughts on the Brighton Leicester game?
I mean, it's not looking good for them, is it? Because I mean, if you're gonna let that second goal for me, doesn't matter what quality you're playing. That's just organisation. If you can't organise yourselves on a corner, you're always going to look to be, especially when you can't score that many goals. Like Brighton do not have, 2 or 3 goals in them. When they take that lead, if you want to be fighting relegation, if you want to be surviving that, you've got to then become defensively and well organised. All right, that Youri Tielemans ball was absolutely brilliant. There's not a lot of people that kind of stop that, even with a good defence. So you forgive that. But then that second one, what's your excuse? You're fighting relegation. You should be well more aware of your surroundings. Literally, the guy chested it in. How are you getting disrespected to that level when you're fighting relegation? Yeah, that a man could come and chest it in from beyond the 6-yard box. Nah, you're never going to survive like that.
Luke, thoughts on the Brighton Leicester game?
It's just getting embarrassing now because, listen, I like the way Brighton play football, and I like the football like to watch. They're decent team to watch, but fucking hell, I'd probably score more goals than their strikers. Their strikers are absolute dog shite. If you rely on Neil Maupay and Aaron Connolly to score your goals, you're going to struggle because, listen, as much as Maupay loves to shithouse against teams, especially us, he's not a good striker. He's really not. And I think, You know, people say they're a clinical striker away from Europe, but I mean, right now they're close to relegation, so there's not even a chance they'll be able to fight for that next season. So I mean, and especially to lose to a Leicester team that have two of their best players out injured long term, it's just not good enough realistically. And I think, you know, as good football they play, if it's not getting you the result, then something might have to change in order for them to have a genuine shout at staying up.
Well, they're creating chances, just no one putting them away. Dom, thoughts on the Brighton Leicester game if you watched it?
I wouldn't say I watched it all. I watched parts of it. I've seen the Tielemans ball and the goals, but I don't think Brighton will go down. I really don't. I think Graham Potter's too good as a manager to make sure they don't go down. I think Newcastle look a bit dead and buried at the moment.
Where's this basis that he's too good of a manager to go down?
Graham Potter is a good manager who knows how to keep his team up. That's all I'm saying, Tom.
But on what basis is he asking?
Yeah.
He's not.
Because if you think about it, the
the
manager's job is to enable the team to create chances. Potter's tactics allows Brighton to create the chances. It's the strikers at Brighton that are letting him down. If he had a
It's also the manager's job to make sure that they keep goals out of their own net.
Yeah, but normally they do that. But everyone's entitled to a bad game. Even Jurgen Klopp, 6 times at Anfield, is entitled to bad games. I'm just saying, Potter is a very good manager as well. A couple of comments here. RJ saying, Dom, how was your love? I mean, Martial.
Right, lads, I'd rather not have this on stream, you know.
Obvious. Well, I'm not the one who mentioned it. It was
Fucking hell,
RJ.
you're Irish pub.
Hey, the people supporting this channel do not go off on one. I respect their comments, okay?
Gaming in Manchester United news saying Mupé is sometimes a good goal scorer too. N5's asking for Sauls to be banned. Not sure what you've said.
Hey, I actually did criticise the team today. And you want to ban me? Fine. Brilliant performance, lads. Absolutely fantastic. Every single one of them is a Ballon d'Or future winner. You know, they should all be shortlisted. Top 11 should be every single Arsenal fan. I hope that cheers you up.
Sauls is a little triggered tonight. Gaming saying without St. Maximin and Wilson, Newcastle have no good finishers. RJ's asking, Dom, why are you chewing gum like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer against City?
Because I have the Fergie effect, RJ.
Oh, Jesus. Gaming saying they also beat Newcastle. What? They also beat Newcastle.
Oh, right, I think he's saying Brighton beat Newcastle 3-0.
West Brom also beat Brighton.
God, there's... Right. The RJ and M5 are having a little chat in the comments. Apparently our M5 is following RJ or something. God knows like that. Now let's talk about Exeter. Let's not. I mean Plymouth. Let's not. RJ, you are going to get timed out if you carry on that sort of behaviour. I will literally, I will time you out if you're not careful. Gaming saying Newcastle. Right, Brighton beat Newcastle 3-0 in their first win of the season. Newcastle look worse off now. What I'd be most worried about if I was a Brighton fan is if Potter gets sacked. I don't think Brighton would be so stupid because also Brighton haven't given Potter a lot of money to sort of spend in the transfer market. So I think he's doing a very good job. But everyone watching, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. We're sort of halfway through a game. So, I mean,
shit.
Hear about that miss 1-on-1?
Yeah, how the fuck do you miss that one? Anyways, carry on. He was 1-on-1 with the keeper and he absolutely puts it well wide. Like there was nothing stopping him from scoring other than himself.
I mean, that's fair. Oh God, Charlie's in the comments. How are you, lad? Sorry, I'm late. Still gutted after yesterday.
You're not meant to be drinking. You're underage.
RJ's still in the comments, very happy. But obviously, we will get into Manchester derby and what happened at Anfield soon.
No, we won't. We won't get into what happened at Anfield.
We absolutely will be. because I just need to see if everyone can count to 6 for me. But we're gonna start with well, Sunday was West Brom versus Newcastle.
We don't need to talk about West Brom versus Newcastle. It was fuck off.
That's why I'm asking.
Shock on it.
Finished
Move on.
0-0. Both games in the Midlands finished 0-0 this week. Anyone got anything to say on Tom's favourites to stay up? Newcastle United.
There was a comment.
Couldn't even get a goal against Sam Allardyce. I mean,
Picked up a point, which is more than Brighton can do.
I'd love to see.
There was a comment that said St. Maximin is one of Newcastle's only good finishers, but St. Maximin's not really a good finisher.
St. Maximin can't finish.
Yeah, he played very well. Me and Jeannie were doing a watch along. I think it was when they played Wolves, and St. Maximin was one of their best players.
Yeah, no, he's a good player, like on the ball, but in terms of his output, he's not got the best output. But I mean, they're only good finishers, realistically.
The West Brom Newcastle game was so exciting that there weren't even a booking. If you go on the Premier League app and look at the live feed, scroll, it's that. How do I show it? Just the refs.
That's pretty entertaining in my eyes.
Yeah, I feel bad for people that watch that game, I'm not going to lie.
That's a proper Sunday morning game, though.
I think I was hungover, so I was still asleep, or God knows what.
You might have found it fun to watch then, I think.
No, I think I'd have been asleep.
Oh, I fucking know what's next after this.
You rushed it. I was going to take my time on that one.
Jeannie, it's like a pasta. You just got to rip it off. You just got to rip it off.
On the most exhilarating match I've ever seen.
West Brom deserved to win. Diane Garner's a decent striker.
You mean Diagne?
Diagne, yeah, not Diane Garner.
Isn't it Diagne? Oh, wait,
yeah, Diagne, the guy with the blue hair. Matthews Pereira had one of the worst games I've seen him play. I'm just trying to stall, to be honest.
It's
okay.
Right,
look, let's just move on, because absolutely...
One thing I want to say, actually, what's his name? The Yokuslu guy in midfield for West Brom, he's actually a decent player, to be fair. Him and Maitland-Niles are the only players that I actually seem to...
Are we doing a team of the week this week?
Oh, we will be, don't worry.
Oh, there's going to be Fulham players in it.
There deserves to be Fulham players in it.
I wonder if there'll be any Liverpool players, like maybe Mohamed Salah. He might get into it. You never know.
That's right. We were in the Premier League.
Naby Keita's going on with a faint shout of it.
Do you know? This is why you don't disrespect Ronaldo. Yeah. Next time, you know.
Gaming saying add some finishes to that Brighton side and their European challengers.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Charlie saying, RJ, please piss off. At least he said please. I think that's fairly polite.
Call him an Irish bum.
RJ saying Lamina and Bruno. Gaming saying I was going to be a mob before they switched channels, and Charlie telling me what to do. Love to see it. You never know. If you're on enough videos, I am looking for more mods anyway.
At the right price, it can be done.
Yeah.
RJ saying, add me as a mod, Niall. I'm a good mod. RJ, you're on most videos, you plonker. How can you be a mod and on a video? That's like precisely the idea of not being a mod. Muppet. I didn't know about the channel switch, for fuck's sake. But it all happened very quickly, and if you want to talk to anyone,
don't ask us about what happened, because
blame Sonny.
Do not blame Sonny. For fuck's sake.
Blame that Liverpool fan who's getting abused for trying to change his telly channel when Mohamed Salah got taken off the pitch at Chelsea.
Charlie saying, "Don't you dare." Does Sonny still come on? Yeah, he comes on some videos.
Not when Liverpool's lost, though.
Yeah. Then conveniently he's not home.
RJ saying, "No, you know what to do."
We don't know what to do.
Charlie saying, "Still watch the Liverpool addiction. It's hilarious." RJ saying, "Apparently you can multitask."
Mate, you can just about take the handle of the
I'm loving
stream.
this. These are delaying for us, so we don't have to talk about the
Oh, we will be. We've got time. We've got time. Still got at least an hour of good chatting about this game. I was thinking we can all stretch the Liverpool game for an hour. M5 saying let me be mod so I can ban RJ from this. Apparently RJ's coming on now. Someone's in the back room. It will be RJ.
No, don't let RJ out of this game.
Better talk about the Liverpool
I
game.
don't know. RJ can add himself in. He's logged into my StreamYard anyway. Connor saying comments keep going for Tom and Jeannie's sake. Gaming and Manchester United news. How do you get on this channel? DM me and we can sort out. We do a United show. You start off on that. If you do well, then you may get invited on other streams as well. Charlie saying I can do it if you want M5. RJ saying he's coming on.
Yeah, because he got banned from the chat, so now he has to come and do it in person.
I just had to come on for the last 2 games. You know, the most important.
The last 3 games, but yeah.
RJ, it's actually a good thing that you're here, so you can listen firsthand to how your Manchester United team got on, the team that you drafted.
Yeah.
Again, DM me and we'll sort something out.
The FIFA will be a lot better too.
And big up to Charlie for saying that. So we've got through all the comments, mental comments. Everyone best be liking this video and subscribing with notifications on, else I'll be very upset. But the time has arrived.
This West Ham Leeds game's a decent game, by the
way. And Genie, nice try, but not.
And so was Liverpool Fulham.
Yeah. Lamina,
we're going to head over to Merseyside and we're going to head over to Liverpool. We're going to head over to a nice stadium called Anfield, which is quite nice for away teams. So I think we'll get Tom's reaction first. Tom, obviously, Liverpool.
Why are you so down? Didn't you guys win?
Obviously, Tom, Liverpool put in a very controlled performance, very dominant, lots of chances created. Some of the best defenders playing. So yeah, Tom, what were your thoughts on Fulham smashing you 1-0?
First off, they're all a bunch of pricks.
Whoa. I think we need to go born to death. I think that's really not fair for us. We need to know what happened.
Yeah. Tom, what was your thoughts on the Liverpool game? Give us your rage. We want the rage.
I'm really concerned about this club right now.
Look down the camera and say it, Tom.
I'm really concerned.
You're frontline TV, boy. Come on.
It's okay. No. Let him talk about his concerned club.
You know, okay. I think the board and the manager aren't seeing eye to eye on things, and it's impacting everything. You know, the centre-back situation wasn't good, and it says a lot how Rhys Williams, who is honestly so shit, was one of our better players. That's how bad the rest of the squad has been. There was about 2 positives. Naby Keita was all right, and Naby Keita didn't get injured. That's it. The rest was abysmal. We got... At the end of the day, Fulham had more heart. And for a team that should be trying to challenge for top 4... I can't even say that about Premier League champions. Let's hope we can get top 4. Can't even get that now. It's abysmal. We've thrown away a season. And yes, we've had injuries. But every other team's had injuries, not as bad, but they haven't thrown away entire fucking seasons because of it.
We don't even have injuries.
Arsenal would like to come in this.
Hey.
No,
you had your chance to... Hold on.
Wait, can I just say, right? Anfield is a fortress turned brothel. Yes, open for business. Just come in and you've got to win.
I was just about to say, you had your time to moan and be upset about Arsenal. But back to Tom and Liverpool. Lamina had a good goal though, didn't he?
Beautiful.
Lamina's goal summed up everything that's fucking wrong with the club right now. Lemina's goal did. Andy Robertson, it was a shite header away. And then I'd love to know what the fuck Mo Salah's doing on the edge of the box. And I'd love to know what the fuck Andy Robertson's doing when Mo Salah loses it. Andy Robertson's marking closer to the fucking marking the corner flag than trying to block a shot. Like, I love the guy, but the team just isn't there right now. And you know what? It's not good enough. It was never good enough. You know, it's piss poor, and we've thrown away a perfectly good season to rely on the Champions League like Jamie Carragher wouldn't stop fucking talking about. When in reality, any Liverpool fan with 2 brain cells knows once we hit a team that isn't RB Leipzig or Porto, we're fucked. We're fucked.
I like how your voice went high when you said
Sounded a
that.
bit like Jamie Carragher there, Tom.
The only chance we have in that competition is if Virgil van Dijk magics up a new knee and is ready in time for the semi-finals. And that,
Of what?
you know what?
Semi-finals
No.
of what?
I mean, by that rate, like he'd probably
When
play.
Van Dijk comes back, he's gonna walk. You know that little video of that fella walking in through that door, and it's just fired everywhere. People panicking. That's what Van Dijk's walking back into at the AXA training centre.
But the thing is, Tom, at least you've got that to look forward to. What the fuck do we have to look forward to?
Oh,
Mate, I don't have that to look forward to
You had
because
your
Van Dijk might be
opportunity.
good.
I'm just saying. I'm giving him a bit of hope, mate.
We're hoping Van Dijk comes back
We're
the
not meant
same
to be
player.
doing
He might
that.
not be the same player.
Yeah,
That is true. He could be affected for the rest of his career.
and all because of a shitty keeper from England from the other side of Mersey.
Hey,
Honestly,
shut
RJ,
up,
fuck
you shit.
yourself.
Yeah, Declan Rice,
It's okay,
Grealish.
So we've heard from Tom. Mr. Positive in the corner is looking away.
He's not
trying
even.
to
in.
avoid this,
He's
but
trying to. He's just trying to.
Jeannie, what was your thoughts on the Liverpool game?
Fulham were better. That's it.
Please go into a bit more detail. What did you think of Jurgen Klopp playing Neco Williams instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold?
He wanted to rest him. He got it wrong. I think Nico Williams is more of a tennis player than a football player because he didn't look like he knows what to do.
What makes you think you'd be
That's
good
it.
at tennis then?
What?
I don't know. It's just a different sport for him to try because he can't play football.
But you know what?
I mean, that's an insult to tennis.
You know something, Genie? We actually looked worse off attacking when he went off the pitch.
I don't care. He's still rubbish. It doesn't matter about the last 15 minutes against
Trent,
Fulham.
we all clamoured for Trent to get on, and then Trent comes on, and all our unique attacks where, cutting it back and getting nice shots off from the edge of the box, that all dies very quickly and becomes let's cross it to the back post and head it away, and then do it again, and head it away, and do it again.
Is Nico Williams a good player?
No, I never said he was, but I said
Well,
we
that's
looked
my
worse up. I said we looked
Jeannie,
worse up.
what did you think of Salah's performance?
He looked sharp in the first half an hour and then made a silly mistake that I wouldn't really count it as a mistake.
All right, mate. Definitely was not a mistake that led to a goal.
And that's it.
We won't talk about that, will we?
Yeah, Xhaka didn't make a mistake.
Double Jesus didn't make a mistake to tackle Martial in the box, but that's not a mistake.
It's okay. When we'll get to the rivals in a minute, Kai. I feel like Jeannie's this close to finding a bridge.
I think he's more. I think he's more interesting.
Game in Manchester United news saying if you do an AC Milan versus United, I may ask come on for that. Yeah, I mean just DM me and we can sort something out. He's saying 6 times. Jurgen Klopp did a famous count into 6, didn't he?
Yeah.
You're getting way too much out of this.
He also sang a beautiful song. He also sang a beautiful song in the post-match interview. What was it? Let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about baby. It's all right, Liverpool fans. Positivity will come back soon. It's okay. Like Oasis said, stop crying your heart out.
Apparently next week it will be 7.
Like
This
I said,
is the worst home
Brooklyn.
form. Not even. I just want to say, Roy Hodgson was not this shit at Anfield. So make of that what you wish. Someone saying
Brendan Rodgers wasn't that bad. I swear he could have won you a Premier League, and then he sacked him.
We sacked him because he was 7th.
Well, where are you now?
At least Jurgen Klopp's won something and didn't bottle it every time.
Apparently,
Brendan Rodgers didn't bottle it, or Steven Gerrard that bottled it.
Steven Gerrard.
Oh, don't make me go into this. Brendan Rodgers was the one who, when all he needed was a draw, decided, yes, let's go all out for this win against Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho must have sat there, realised what we were doing, and went, I've got this.
Slip! Denver Barton! Goal!
These lot are piping up for a club. These lot are piping up way too much for a club that hasn't won the league for 7 years.
Hold on, it took you 30 odd years, didn't it?
All I'm going to say is at least they haven't.
Who
waited
is the
30.
Premier League champions? Not for much longer, but who still is?
I don't think you want to be.
You shouldn't
saying
count
that.
as Premier League champions. You're the worst title defence.
According to M5, he
It is
thinks
ridiculous.
Arteta could solve your problems. So I don't know if you want to sack Klopp for Arteta.
Wait,
Gaming and Manchester United news making a valid comment. Virgil van Dijk might not be the same though. That's what could happen. Remember the world-class Hex Bellerin.
Yeah, but Bellerin was never good.
I know he was at one point.
on pace.
Oh, he means Leipzig will make it 7 times.
We're not
That
at Anfield.
was-
We're not at Anfield. It got moved.
Oh,
to
it's
Hungary.
not. It's not.
Wait, where do you
Anfield.
go, Luca?
It got moved to Hungary. We're not at Anfield for the next month.
All right, so you're lucky. It
That-
just stays
that
on
might
6
help.
for now. It stays on 6
Spurs
for
might
now.
get top 4. Who has the worst title defense? And David Moyes. I'd say this is slowly getting there. Regardless of however Sky want to, dress it up and do all of their lovely little things, because we all know that Sky are Liverpool fans in disguise.
Can I just
I
ask
mean-
this question real quick? What is a worst title defense? I'm just going like theoreticals here because ours is probably the worst. But what is a worst title defense? Being 11th, but let's say 11th and 20 points off where you were the season before, or being 6th and 30 points off where you were the season before. What's worse?
I mean,
I would probably say
It's more
Some people
context than
say
that.
position and some people
Yeah.
say
That's the only context that gets given in our situation, though. We just get told we're 33 points off where we were last season, without the context that we had the best start any club has ever had to a Premier League season.
That lasted long, didn't it?
5 months.
What I do want to ask is, Jurgen Klopp lied in his post-match interview, becoming accustomed to lying is good old Jurgen. He said that Liverpool not at one point this season had momentum. RJ, I'll start with you. Why do you think Klopp is lying? Why do you think he's a liar?
Oh, I mean, everything's going wrong for him. I mean, he's
When
playing
did we have momentum? No, that is a fair
Start of
point.
the season. Start of the
b-
season.
Before the Virgil van Dijk injury, let's be honest.
What, 4 games? In them 4 games, we lost bloody 7-2 to
Matt,
Aston
you were
Villa. Where's the
still
momentum?
top of the league when you
Yeah.
for quite
So
some
our
time.
season went like this.
Mhm.
Dodgy start, Van Dijk
Yeah.
injury. Nice little spell, maybe building up a bit of momentum. Joe Gomez.
That's your momentum. That you
Yeah.
just said right.
Oh my god, five games is momentum.
Tom
God.
has
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
What's
5
the
games.
momentum like? Come on.
Tom has agreed
5
that
games
Klopp
is
is a
momentum.
liar as well. So
I do.
RJ, why do you think Klopp lied?
Oh, I mean, like, I think he's a bit caught out. I think this is like shades of Dortmund all over again. Do you know what I mean? Where, like, he
Shades
got
of
caught out. He's going to get the sack, boys. Just
Let him finish, Tom.
He
Let
never
him
got
finish.
sacked at Dortmund.
Let him finish.
Oh,
Let
he will-
him
he will.
finish.
Oh, FSG will probably be stupid enough. But no, I think it's really just the fact that, they can blame injuries all you want. But the fact of the matter is the team has no mentality in that anymore. Jordan Henderson's injured. I think that's the bigger blow compared to Virgil van Dijk, if I'm really honest.
Mate,
But,
but Jordan Henderson.
okay.
Okay. Moving over to another
I was nice
Manchester
at that, to be
fan,
fair.
or another United fan.
Don't try
Dom,
and be nice about it. Say it as it is.
Dom, any thoughts or messages to your Liverpool rivals?
What about Jurgen Klopp lying?
Right, about anything you want to talk about Liverpool?
It's all right, Liverpool fans. Positivity. We'll come over to you soon. Stop being soppy scousers. And also, Jurgen Klopp's been lying for multiple weeks now. Allison's hands are cold. It was windy. It was wet. The pitch was wet. Fucking hell, the pitch was wet. It's raining. Shit. You didn't come out and speak after the Everton game when you got humiliated by Richarlison. What else happened? Oh, yeah. He said God was a City fan. How fucking stupid you have to be to say that? He's lost his head. It's time to go. Get him out. See you later, Kloppy. No more excuses, son. It's all right,
amazing.
Summer Judy. I know you can hear me. It's all right. I'm smiling for you. Also, beating City isn't for everyone, is it, Liverpool? It's not for everyone.
Also, our keeper does make like 20 mistakes.
Keeping a clean sheet against Manchester City ain't for everyone.
So that's from the United fans. Luke, any messages of strength and unity that you want to give to Liverpool?
Well,
Apart from a flying plane over Anfield saying strength and unity.
Klopp's been such an advocate for being against the tight schedule of games this year, and he's had a lot to say about it. But when Aston Villa had to play their kids in the cup, he played their full lineup pretty much.
He did the same to us last year.
Yeah.
Because it's Aston Villa.
They're Aston Villa.
Aston
You're Liverpool.
Come on.
This wasn't as congested last season.
Mate, we had to play 2 games in 48 hours across the globe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking crazy.
We had every right to
Right.
play.
All right, then. In 2008,
hold on, guys.
2008,
Stop.
Manchester United has to fly back from the FIFA World Cup and play 48 hours after that. We flew 8 hours, son.
Okay.
No, I've got it wrong. It weren't 48 hours. It was 23. We had to. We were told.
Okay. Let Luke finish his comment before everyone starts butting in. Luke,
Yeah, I
you
think.
have the power.
Yeah, it's baffling for a guy that has had this many injuries and he still risks the fitness of his players in games like them. But then for a game which is probably, considering they already have 2 away goals against Leipzig, they're coming out playing a weaker team in the Premier League, which they're struggling in. More than struggling, they're just shit in. Considering that they have a massive advantage in the Champions League, I don't understand why he'd play a weaker side here than he would in the Champions League when they've already got 2 away goals and a massive chance of going through.
I've already said if you're a better man, you bet on 3-0 Leipzig. That's why he's rested the players, because we could have a full strength defence and I'd still be scared. That's how bad this season is.
Okay. And so we've heard from RJ, we've heard from Dom, we've heard from Luke.
Souls, please have mercy.
Souls, please don't have mercy. Say what's on your mind. Klopp is lying. Liverpool have lost 6 times at Anfield in a row. Not even Roy Hodgson was this shit. What's your thoughts on this strength and unity at Anfield?
Yeah, Klopp's a brilliant manager. He's opened the Anfield from a fortress to a brothel. He's got a new business venture. He's an entrepreneur, people. He's not only just made a football club, but he's made it open for business 24/7. Come here and get your W's, people. But you know what? Actually, I can't go too harsh on him because we're not any better. But welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. This is this. But you know what, though? I have said it, right? The only thing that I'd say, I wouldn't be too upset as a Liverpool fan because you got Van Dijk coming back. However he comes back, I don't know what state he'll come back in, but you've got him coming back, right? You've got Joe Gomez.
Beating one team out of the bottom 7.
Yes, but you've got something to look forward to. At least you've got world-class players coming back. So you do have some form of But saying that, you're probably going to lose Salah in the process. Mane's probably going to go. That statue for Firmino. That statue for Firmino is going to be brilliant.
We'll get to that comment in a minute. Trust me.
I have my own message. Hold on. I have my own message. So yeah.
Wait. Where the fuck's my time gone?
Talk.
Sorry. Just promoting my message.
Like the greatest player in the Premier League said, "Let me finish. Let me talk." Yeah.
Wait. Bruno didn't say that.
Oh dear.
Right. Souls, what did you want to say?
Sorry, man.
Yeah. They're going to be losing a lot of players in the process. I just say embrace it, become Vibes FC, join us in the party because our clubs don't give a fuck. Our board don't give a shit. Just join the club, lads. You know what? There's going to be a hell of a lot of, bad times coming for both of us. Let's just accept it.
I'm just going to... I think, rightly or wrongly, our club's gambling on us not losing any players this summer because they're not giving Klopp, apparently, anyway, they're not giving Klopp much to work with in the summer because they don't think anyone's going to go, so they don't have to rebuild.
I mean, that is one brave gamble.
Unless Salah's had some mad change of heart and we promised that you'll get Ben Davis.
The guy was subbed off when you needed a goal. The guy's heart is not going to change. He's going to be like, well, what the fuck am I doing here?
A couple of comments here.
Because we're not going to sell him on the cheap. Who can afford him?
Well, how long's his contract?
He's got 2 years after this.
Oh yeah, people wait it out. But you're gonna have a Salah that doesn't want to be there. Like that's not a good sign.
Yeah,
it would not be good.
I don't think Salah's one of the ones who's going to down tools though.
He might. I mean, did you not see him getting subbed off for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain?
I don't think he wants to play Macedonia whenever the Europa Conference is on. Let's be honest.
A couple of comments here. Gaming and Manchester United News saying it's raining for both sides. It's windy for both sides. But Steph, big up to Steph, obviously coming from RJ's side, saying Klopp out. Anyone think that Jurgen Klopp should be sacked? RJ will start with you. Hold on, we're starting with RJ.
Jurgen Klopp would get our club relegated.
1 minute. RJ first, we're going to go round. RJ, should Jurgen Klopp lose his job?
I mean, if he does, it's absolutely so harsh on him. To be fair, he's won everything for the last 2 years. I mean, and to be fair,
not everything, but okay.
I mean, Arsenal ain't going to win nothing. So I mean,
One at a time, RJ.
4 years.
Yes.
One at a time.
What I will say is, if he does get sacked, it is going to be really unfair. But I do think he deserves to have every player back. But I think he is losing the plot. So I wouldn't say it's 100% not going to happen because it could, but I don't think it should. From the football perspective.
Genie,
I'm not even answering the question. It's a stupid question. I don't even know what RJ's on about. We're not going to sack it.
Well, no, but that's what I'm asking.
Obviously not. That's a stupid question. No.
Genie is very angry.
Yeah,
Tom, should Jurgen Klopp lose his job?
Jurgen Klopp could get us fucking relegated this season. That man's done too much of this fucking club.
Fair answer. Don, should Jurgen Klopp be sacked?
I don't think he should be sacked. I think he should resign.
Mate, we're not going to get anyone better than him.
I think he should take a step back from football for a little bit. Go back to Germany, go for the easy league. Because this year has been a bit too much for Klopp with the congested games. Maybe go and take Mönchengladbach because they've got no manager at the start of the new season. And they've got a bit of money to spend as well. So Klopp could potentially, I think he should resign from Liverpool. Because if they don't finish in Europe, I do see a lot of their main players thinking, right, I need to play Champions League football. So, yeah.
It's Cam because they're the ones who fucking got us in this situation.
Yeah, but they won't stay if you're not playing Champions League football. I know Van Dijk will be.
Can someone play the Europa Conference song? That's what they're from.
Not whilst we're live.
United fans, man, they're piping up after such a long time.
Souls. Should Jurgen Klopp either resign or lose his job?
No, that's harsh, man. At the first sign of struggle, you're gonna get the man out who's basically made your club relevant
sort of
again.
what football's been about, but yeah.
Hold on, Souls. You've seen Arsene Wenger struggle, and you wanted him out for fucking 6 years on the trot.
Well, maybe not Souls directly.
Not Souls.
Oh my days. Wait, no. Listen, right, with that thing, right, it was 17 years. 17 years. How long do you want the guy to stay?
Thanks for the memories, Arsene, but it's time to go. Take your manager out and come
You man are cocky bastards for people who want shit all.
Souls.
You might have sold. Oh man, I can't wait for United's demise, man. I am hoping and praying for that shit. You man are getting so cocky, man. You man are getting so big for your boots.
Back
mate,
to the
you're seeing are better than you. Little Z are better than you.
I'm sorry that
1 minute. Stop. Souls. Back to the question.
No, because look, the guy, as much as people want to say or not, right, he's made your club he's made Liverpool relevant in the conversation again. Right, at the first sign of struggle, you're going to get rid of a man who's arguably one of the best in the world at what he does. Now, the thing is, right, this is why I always say no manager in the world is ever going to do good if they're not backed. If you don't have the players, how on earth are you going to perform? He's lost his key players. Imagine if, United lose Bruno. Are we now going to start, and then Ollie out should be the case, right? But that's not how you do it.
Ollie's out. Ollie out is already there with Bruno.
Yeah, people are stupid because they don't understand, right? That shit takes time to build.
But what I'm going to ask next after Luke has had his say, I'll ask in a minute. But Luke, thoughts on that question?
No, he should not. He shouldn't be sacked because I think this season he's had, especially in the last few weeks or months, I think he's been distracted by other things because he's had a lot of personal issues going on off the field. And I think, his heart's really not in it anymore because, things have happened to him off the field, and on the field they're no better. I mean, I could see him resigning because, to be honest, he does look like he needs a break because he just doesn't look like he's really he can do it for much longer. I think sacking him would be stupid because he's done so well at that club. I mean, he took them from a really poor, what was it, 7th or something they finished, and then he got them to Premier League champions and Champions League winner in the space of 2 years. They won them in the space of 2 years. So I think, sacking him would be ridiculous, but I could see him resigning because this season, at the end of the season.
I actually can't believe 5 months into a fucking season after we've been Premier League champions, we're talking about whether our manager's going to be fucking sacked.
I mean, already are we win. So it's not that much of a surprise.
But what I do want to ask is this Liverpool squad worse than Burnley, Brighton, Fulham?
Shut the fuck
all
up.
of these.
Not a hope.
No.
Name
Okay,
those teams
then.
again, Niall.
Burnley, Brighton,
I
Fulham.
swear Thiago's getting paid more than the whole squad is, I swear, at this
So
stage.
Burnley, Brighton, Newcastle, and who else?
I've named the teams that have beat. So Burnley, Brighton, Fulham. Are these squads theoretically worse than them?
No.
Theoretically, no, they just are.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. So should Liverpool got better results against
On
these?
paper, they
No,
are.
because
Look at who they have. They don't have the team they actually the system
Yeah,
isn't there.
but do they still have a better team than Burnley? Do they
Yeah.
still have a better team than
On
Brighton?
paper, yes.
Do
but
they still have a better team than Fulham?
Oh my
So theoretically, if they win these games that they've lost, they'll be in top 4. Would they or would they not, or something?
Yeah,
around.
but
They'll
the
be
thing
close
is,
to it.
it doesn't matter if you have the better squad because,
Mhm.
Sheffield United beat United. Man United.
Yeah,
They
but
were
what I'm
worse.
saying is that I agree Liverpool have had their injuries and they've had their issues, but surely they should still be beating the teams in the bottom 7.
Mhm.
Yes, but it doesn't mean our squad is worse. It just means this season.
No, I'm not saying
that.
that the squad is worse. I'm just saying.
That's literally what you've just said.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this Liverpool team should have more points. So who is to blame for that issue?
The
players.
players.
It can't be the
The
injuries.
players and the manager. The players need to perform, and it just seems like they sit there and think they're owed the win when they play these bottom teams because they're Premier League champions. But the manager also needs to adapt from the 4-3-3, which doesn't work against the teams that sit back, because all we do is fanny around with it 30 yards away from goal, put a cross in that gets headed away, and then we sit there and go, we had more possession, we had more touches in the opposition box. You cannot have that when you're putting 76 crosses a game.
And moving swiftly on from Anfield, we're going to head to Manchester. I feel like some people are about to get very cocky and happy, including the United fans' halls for this game at least. RJ, we'll start with you. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, arguably one of the better managers in the league, out-tacticked and outclassed Pep Guardiola on Sunday. What were your thoughts on the game?
I mean, it's not the first time really that's happened. I mean, last season, Ole best Pep not once, not twice, but 3 times last season. So, I mean, it's pretty much fair play to Ole. He used his magnificent
Pep
tactics.
batty his last season in your own backyard, though, in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, that was the Carabao Cup, other known as
One of the
Man
wins you
City
come
Cup.
to the Carabao
Yeah,
Cup.
but
so
we're talking about this game.
The
We're not
league.
talking about any other games. We're talking about this game. It is called the Weekly Review Show for a reason. We're not reviewing the past 2 seasons. We're reviewing this latest game at the Etihad in the year 2021. RJ.
Well, it's simple as this. You know, what I mean, United were the way better team in that match. I think the way that Ollie pressed, the way he approached this game was very good by Ollie. I think even the players. I think usually when we go 2-0 up, we sit back and we usually let teams put pressure on us. We didn't do that in this game. We kept pushing at them for about 85 minutes, I'd say, which was 100% the right thing to do. I think Jesus, obviously, as bad as he is, he kind of helped us out. So thank you, Gabriel Jesus. And Luke Shaw did a phenomenal game. No surprise to that. And to be fair, Manchester is red, and it always will be. That's how it is, lads.
But they're gonna win the league, but it's red. Okay.
Yeah, like
they will always
go out.
be.
No, we'll go to the parade and we'll see
Little
red.
City. They will always be Little City to us. Liverpool are bigger rivals than fucking City.
That's true.
Yeah, but now guess what?
They
Guess
will
what? Parade
always
bus is
be
gonna be
Little
out.
City.
So what parade bus is out?
They will always be Little City.
Because no one watching can hear it when we're all talking at the same time. So, Dom, thoughts on the game yesterday?
Yeah, good win, good performance. Shocked Guardiola. Just beat City, didn't we? So Saul's calm down because I didn't fucking over exaggerate before you get your knickers in a twist. So yeah, just a good win.
It shows their fan base when their fans are more happy than Liverpool losing to Fulham than they are them winning the Manchester derby.
I'm not happy that we won the Manchester derby, Gino.
How much did you speak about our game? You lost, but you don't even know what to say about this one.
Yeah, but you're a banter club. You're a banter
I mean, let's
You
be honest.
just won the derby.
We win our derbies. At least we don't lose our derbies. You know what I mean?
Again, still talking about us.
I mean, yeah, because you're the laughing stock of this season. Like,
We're on about your game.
You're the Arsenal.
We're
of this
on about your
league now.
game. How have we been forcing?
Manchester derby is about Liverpool.
I've already talked about my points, so you know what I mean. I'm just saying the facts that Liverpool are now the joke club.
Why are we even still talking about Liverpool when we're talking Manchester?
Because they're obsessed.
Right, Tom. What was your thoughts on the Manchester derby yesterday?
I'm not going to fucking talk about United's performance because I don't want to give fucking RJ and Dom more of an ego when we talk about and how Pep Guardiola made this about himself yet again.
Not gonna lie, the hoodie was pretty sick.
Because Pep Guardiola has
elaborate on that point.
Pep Guardiola has a knack of in big games changing it up, and what he did yesterday was entrust Gabriel Jesus over Phil Foden. And don't get me wrong, when Phil Foden came on, he weren't great. But most subs when they come on aren't great because, they haven't played. They haven't, it's the first couple of touches on the ball. They're a bit, slow. What Gabriel Jesus did yesterday was an embarrassing performance. Gave away a penalty inside 30 seconds. Well, no, gave away the ball, which then caused the penalty, which he gave away inside 30 seconds. Then barely did anything else in that half. Kept missing chances. There wasn't any fight from him. And that's all because Pep Guardiola sat there and went, yeah, this Phil Foden stuff has worked. Yeah, this false nine looks good. But they're not talking about me anymore. They're talking about Man City. Let me get it back on me. Let me get it. So when Jesus plays and we win, because, we are going to, it's all about me and my tactical genius to put Gabriel Jesus in.
Pep chose his informed striker, which was Gabriel Jesus, who scored the two goals in the game before. I don't think that's making it all about himself.
Yeah, but City plays so.
No. He is.
Are you telling me that Phil Foden would not have been better than Jesus yesterday?
He's picked his striker's just scored two goals against Wolves, which is his joke. Played really well again. It's the game before. He's the informed one. Well, should Foden have played up front?
Yes. No. They should put De Bruyne as that false nine, Bernardo into the midfield with Gundogan and Rodri, and put Foden on the wing for Mahrez and Sterling. So Sterling will go to the left, Foden to the right, De Bruyne.
Sterling on the left was another fucking issue. Sterling has never got the best of Wan-Bissaka.
Not just Wan-Bissaka. Sterling has played in 22 games against United and has not scored a single goal.
Well, he's United.
And people are saying to bring him to the Euros. Come on.
Mate, we've got no other options. Our only other options fucking.
I mean, I know. Rashford is kind of injured. He'll be having surgery in the summer, so yeah.
No, he's fucking going. He's
No, he's
going.
not. Not a hope in hell that we're letting Rashy go to the Euros.
Yeah,
Well,
he
like,
is. Well, who are you, Todd? You're from Ireland anyway. Why are you having a say in England?
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Of course you don't want us to win anything.
Portugal.
Well, no, there is reports that he is going to miss the Euros because United are putting him into.
No. We'll sort that out with him.
The Man
We'll make something happen.
The Man City players, they just didn't realise the occasion, in a sense. United players did. City didn't. There wasn't as much fight from the City players. I mean, it was a lackadaisical performance from João Cancelo, who in the past couple of weeks has been immense. And yesterday he was getting skinned for fun by Luke Shaw.
They have some respect for Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw's been good if you're getting skinned by him. You know, there's something wrong there. Zinchenko, yes, he looks good against the crap teams because of the crap.
Yeah.
Buy an actual left back. You've got the money for it. And the one that sums it all up is you've got the record goal scorer in Manchester derbies sat on your bench. And who do you bring on ahead of him? Who was it? It was Kyle Walker because Cancelo was getting done that much. Phil Foden, and did he make one more?
No, I don't think he did. He only makes 2 subs a game.
So we had a
Yeah, but he wanted 5 at the start of the season.
He put on Brandon Williams for Bruno.
He had a free sub at the end. 10 minutes ago, just chuck him on for, I don't know, get him on for Ilkay Gundogan. He was another one who had a poor game. He's poor because Kevin De Bruyne's in and taking the ball. And if you bring him on and he gets a chance, give him the chances that fell to Foden or Sterling. It's 2-2.
Yeah.
I thought Gundogan was the only person that fought for that City team yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he had so many chances.
I've spoken to multiple City fans this morning, and they said Gundogan was the only person that wanted to push.
But Foden was all right when he came on, but he had a massive chance that he didn't connect with.
Yeah.
Sauls, what were your thoughts on? Obviously, Pep, obviously from the Barca days and all of that. What did you make of what can only be imagined as a shocking performance against United? Really.
I mean, I did say if anyone's going to put anyone in a spliff, it's United. That's going to put City in a spliff, and
You did.
And simply because this, since Pep's left Barcelona, because at Barcelona he couldn't make it about himself. You've got the talisman in Lionel Messi. It's always going to be the Messi show, regardless of who the manager is. The manager's never going to get spoken about. But now, since he's left Barcelona and he's left Messi, should I say, he's made it all about himself. Every big game, there's always a decision that you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, look at Leon in the Champions League. What on earth are you doing changing the system? What on earth? And I said this before, he should be playing with Foden and Gundogan as your false nine. Why are you changing that? And Genie, I don't give a fuck, right, that Gabriel Jesus finally turned up and scored 2 goals when he's been dog shit all season. You don't play him in one of your biggest games, right? You know Etihad, right, is famous for United winning. If you want to change them fortunes, you play your best system, you play your best players, unless there's an injury. But there wasn't. So, again, you know, I echo what Tom says. He makes it about himself. He's an egotistical maniac sometimes.
He used to get away with it. He used to get away with it because of how good Lionel Messi was. Lionel Messi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's so good that he'd make up for these mistakes in the Pep system. But
the thing is, though, even in that Barcelona team, there wasn't a lot you could do because you couldn't drop a David Villa, you couldn't drop a Pedro, or you couldn't drop a Lionel Messi, you couldn't drop a Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets.
Javier Mascherano and Yaya Torres as centre backs.
Yeah, like you couldn't, like you can't. There's not a lot you can. If you change that, the thing is, right? You know, when previous teams he's been at, the reason why he couldn't do it is because I'm telling you, that Barcelona fan base would have destroyed his car, egged his house, and actually gone out of his house and chanted outside his house to get him out. They're not. They are ruthless. I don't agree with it, but they strike fear at the first sign. Like even Bale and Ronaldo got their cars egged by the Madrid fans. That's why in Spain you're not going to get away with it. We're very nice to our managers. We just chant in the stadiums, yeah, get them out, banners, let's go. You know, that's what we do because, you know, we're a bit more polite with it. And the problem that I have, right, is that I said exactly how this game was going to go because I've watched enough derbies, I've known enough City and United fans, you know, and this is the thing. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked by the result because it's exactly what was going to happen. It was written before. It was Pep Guardiola's, unbeaten run, or was it going to be United's away run? And guess what?
Yeah.
When them two come together, United will always win.
Shout there. Luke, and before we move on to our last game of the weekend, we're not going to cover the Chelsea game. I haven't personally watched it unless someone else wants to briefly.
Oh, Havertz masterclass.
Masterclass is a strong word.
Luke, what were your thoughts on the Manchester derby?
I thought Luke Shaw was fucking brilliant. I've been really surprised by how well he. Actually, I haven't really, because even at the end of last season, towards the end of last season, he was really impressing me. And I think, if we're gonna go with a back four at the Euros, then Luke Shaw has to be the first name in that left back role because he's been probably the best left back in the league this season. He's been absolutely brilliant.
Do you honestly think that Gareth Southgate will do that, or do you think we're going to see?
No, of course not.
I don't think Southgate. I don't think Southgate will be left with much of a choice. To be brutally honest with you,
mate, we said that at the start of the season when Rhys James, Adam Wan-Bissaka, and Trent were all smashing it.
But there's a difference between in like a Nations League game or friendly than in the Euros. He wouldn't be so stupid. Else, what Saul said that we do to fans, we may genuinely start throwing rocks through his car, or setting his car on fire. We just need to find some. We just need to find some Everton fans who are willing to set his car on fire. But Luke, anything else to say on the City game?
Yeah, there was one thing I noticed that Ollie got tactically spot on, which was he had I think it was Fred, pretty much like kind of just attaching himself to De Bruyne in a way. He like followed him around. If De Bruyne was ever trying to find space, then you'd always have Fred looking for him, trying to stop him from getting on the ball because you know how dangerous of a player he is. And he had Scotty McSauce pretty much man Mark Gundogan as well because if you nullify those two for City with no Foden on the pitch, there's no real threat coming from the midfield because they've been there two of their best players this season. I think Ollie tactically put it spot on again as he tends to do against City. He has a very good record.
They tend to play they sort of play into his hands in a way that they're so expensive and they have such a high line and they try and pass the ball into the back of the net that Ollie's like, oh, I see lots of space for counter-attacks. Bruno, go find Dan James or Marcus Rashford on the wings and please explode. And then they just start running. And it does suit United to anyone that plays with a high line. Obviously, Leipzig learned from when they beat them at Old Trafford. They dropped that line a bit deeper. And United tend to do very well with teams that have that high line, allow that space in behind them to exploit. They tend to come unstuck against a team that you have to break down tactically. For example, like West Brom and Sheffield United. But before the Liverpool fans really have enough of life, we'll move on away from Manchester. And we'll go to Tottenham. They absolutely demolished Crystal Palace last night. Bale getting 2 goals, Kane getting 2 goals.
I'm off.
Can Spurs get 2 goals? Can Spurs get into the top 4?
No, I think top 4 is done. I think that spell they had where they just kept slipping up around December has cost them in the long run. But the season isn't over. The fact that all the players have found form right when the Europa League restarted, it's a good omen for them. I didn't expect to see us have Gareth Bale. I've always said about him this season. I don't know if his head's still in football.
Yeah.
Because of the way he's being treated. I don't know if he still cares about his football. Quite clearly does, and he's still one of the best wingers in the league. But if I was a Tottenham fan, I'd just be disappointed because this was a great chance this season with the squad you've got and the manager you've got, and that spell where you lost Harry Kane for a bit. It shows just how good he is as well. But I do want to address that one tweet that went around earlier on where it was Harry Kane could get the goal of the season, assist of the season, top scorer and top assister. There is no chance as goal of the season when Manuel Lanzini smashed it home from 30 yards in their own ground. I mean, hell, Jordan Henderson scored that exact goal Harry Kane scored against Crystal Palace. But he's a hell of a striker, and I know it won't happen, but if Pep Guardiola wanted to create a dynasty at Manchester City, you go get a Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And
If he didn't have the injuries, he'll be absolutely outstanding.
Yeah,
It's just a shame that injuries have hurt him so much.
we all
I'm
know that
invested in
Pep Guardiola has that voodoo doctor, though, at Barcelona.
Yeah. He's actually really good, though.
Anyone else on any thoughts on Spurs?
I think it's right. Oh, go on, Luke.
I mean, I just don't know with this Spurs team because they could get these results, but the thing is, they're always going to be Spurs, and they're always going to have that, bottle job DNA in them. And no matter, I don't care if Jose Mourinho's the manager, because you look at them earlier in the season, they were title challengers. Look how that's gone. You're now 7th. So I mean, no matter what manager you get at Tottenham, there was always going to be
7th?
of them bottling. I think so, something like that.
I don't know anymore.
But I mean, I just can't really. I mean,
no,
their attack's good and their midfield's decent, but their defense is just quite average.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's a possibility, right? This season's still not over. There's still 10 games left, and anything can possibly happen.
Well, the 5 points off Chelsea with a game in hand.
Yeah, they can do it. They probably do it.
Oh, Chelsea messed up one game. They are straight.
Yeah, Leicester. No, Leicester will probably bottle it.
But you also Everton are ahead of Tottenham. West Ham are ahead of Tottenham, and West Ham had another great performance today against Leeds.
But what I will say is, I hope they can carry this form until the end of April, because they are taking on Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final. Whether they can keep that up, I don't know, because
that they could have the best form of their life, and Man City will realise this is the Manchester City Cup.
You could also realise it's the worst form of their life, and then it's Jose Mourinho against Pep Guardiola, and Tottenham win it.
Jose Mourinho against Pep Guardiola also entered 3-0 to Man City this season.
And they also won it 2-0 in the other leg. It can go either way when Jose Mourinho's in a cup final.
If you look at that City game again, that City Spurs game in the Etihad, Spurs should have been 1-0 up with the Harry Kane free kick. That could have changed the game completely, but then City went and capitalised on that and knew, oh shit,
at the end of the day, I think Tottenham do win it, because you can already tell that Pep Guardiola's going to try something ridiculous in that cup final. I mean, he did last year against Aston Villa and was lucky Claudio Bravo was able to tip a Samatta header onto the post to stop an embarrassment.
Yeah, just quickly whilst we're on this Tottenham Palace game, I just want to say, obviously, Kane's going to get the plaudits, Bale's going to get the plaudits. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is such a good signing. Again, I thought he was excellent. Defensively and attackingly. He was in a double pivot with Harry Winks. No, it was Harry Winks. And he even made him look decent. So, yeah, Højbjerg is going to be a shout for my team of the week, because I thought he was an excellent again, but a superb signing.
But you also have to look at signing at right back, Matt Dougherty, who's been an absolute flop. And, Spurs fans were talking about as if it was one of the bargains of the window, but it's actually ended up not being that, because I don't think it's because he's a bad player, but it's because he doesn't fit the Spurs system.
You need a 5 at the back.
Playing as the wing back. You can't play him at full back.
Yeah. M5 saying Kane better than Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans don't want to admit it, but it's true. Kane will most likely finish his career at as Premier League.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think Shearer's record's going to get broken. Personally.
No, I do think it can get broken, but I think Harry Kane's biggest issue is I think his body's just going to give up on him too soon, because he's been rushing back from all these major injuries too quick. I think his body's just going to give in at some point.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch the Chelsea match?
No.
Briefly, whilst messaging Ross.
I was sleeping.
Okay, Genie, what happened in the Chelsea game?
Havertz masterclass.
No, not a Havertz masterclass. He was decent, to be fair. Chelsea were very good. Everton couldn't really get near them. Thomas Tuchel's looking very strong. Like you said, it could be managerial bounce, but he's definitely got a game plan and he's definitely implemented it. But yeah, Chelsea got a deserved win. They bossed the game.
Is it this Tuesday? It's not this Tuesday. The second leg versus Atletico. That will be the biggest test.
Yeah, next one.
Because Simeone, he doesn't normally go down in a 2-legged tie. Now he is. I think we're going to see a very good Atletico come out fighting for everything.
They had a couple of injuries as well, from what I've been told. So we'll sort of have to
they're
wait and
looking
see.
to bottle the league. So I wouldn't be too surprised if Chelsea beat them. To be
I
quite
don't
honest,
think I'd be surprised, but I
They
also
have
wouldn't be
Jimenez back for
surprised
the
if
next leg, right?
what's that? Sorry,
They have Jimenez back for the next leg. He's available.
he should be back. He should be.
I mean,
What are
the
their
thing with
injuries?
the thing with this tie is if Atletico win, I won't be surprised. If Chelsea win, I also won't be surprised. It's two top sides, but we're not previewing that game. We are going to do team of the week. So
Let me just share the screen. Sorry.
Excellent. What we'll do is we'll do team of the week. Obviously, it's the same as any combined 11. You've all been on it. So we'll start with the goalkeeper. RJ, who do you think should go in for the goalkeeper of the week?
Dean Henderson is who he's going to say.
As much as I want to say it, I just wait. Can we go to everyone else? I just want to see what everyone else says, so that
Genie?
because I'm really unsure about.
Just say your name in it. Like, you don't matter.
No, I just want to see what people think first, and then I'll make a decision.
Genie?
I'm trying hard to think of different alternatives better than Dean Henderson for the team today.
I'll
So,
throw a name in there. Alphonse Areola for Fulham.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Hendo.
He had a ridiculously good save against that Diogo Jota volley and looked very calm on that when he had the ball for Fulham. Really good at building up attacks from the back for them. And the way we were very good with the press for the first 25 minutes, and there was no slip up from him, and that probably did hurt the confidence a bit. And at the end of the day, he kept a clean sheet for a team fighting relegation against the Premier League champions. That's the job of the goalkeeper. Can't get past it.
And M5 saying Martinez.
That's a shout. He did make a very good save against Cody, to be fair.
Was good. So RJ, you've had some options. Who do you think should be in the keeper of the week?
I think all shots have been. Everyone who's good options. I still think Henderson does deserve to get in, basically because he did have some good saves to perform in this game. Obviously, he wasn't the busiest keeper over the weekend, but he definitely kept us in this game for sure.
He's the reason for your second goal as well, isn't he?
Exactly. Yeah, Luke Shaw.
Yeah, Genie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dean Henderson. I did. Other than that, Diogo Jota, which was a brilliant save from Areola. I didn't think he was tested in as much. And like you just said, I was about to name that. That's a brilliant throw-in for that Luke Shaw goal. So I'm going to go Dean Henderson.
Shout, Sauls.
Yeah, for similar reasons, I'm going to go Henderson. I think he kept them in the game. I'm not saying that, City had any outstanding shots either, but he did make some good saves. He kept them in it. There were a lot of threatening long shots that were coming in from City, and he kept them in the game. And again, he started that second attack, so you have to give him the plaudits for that.
Yeah, Dom.
Yeah, I'm going Henderson just because of his stature and his leadership and everything. He's so brave, especially coming out for those corners and stuff. It's a long time since we've seen that as a goalkeeper at United. So yeah, Henderson.
Tom.
I know Henderson's already won it, but I do want to give Areola the credit because it was a good performance.
And Luke.
Henderson.
And I would say Henderson as well, merely for the fact that he's playing against City. He wasn't tipping balls over the bar like De Gea does all the time. Looked very calm, very composed. In a pressurized situation, he knows that he has to perform in these to potentially take the number 1 jersey at Old Trafford next season. I just thought he did very well.
I've just pulled up the player ratings for the Liverpool game. Mo Salah got a 4.6.
So he won't be getting into team of the week, but we're going to go talk
Nico Williams got a 7.4.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to talk about right back next. RJ.
Do you know the best way to do it is if we just throw some names out and then vote? I think that'd be easier. In case we forget.
Well, you should all, okay. Chuck some name out for right back.
Daniel Wan-Bissaka.
That's a good shout.
I actually thought El Mohammadi was quite good for Villa, to be fair. Pocketed Traore, kept him quiet all game.
It's not hard to
Edit
copy
pieces.
Traore.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's been very quiet.
He hasn't scored or assisted in 47.
Yeah, but he's still a
games.
dangerous player because he's still.
Oh, he is. Then come back to me when he actually has a goal contribution. Like,
Mohamedi.
Adama Traore.
I'm gonna. I don't know if many people watch this game, but Rhys James tonight was absolutely superb for Chelsea. He was getting chance for man of the match on Sky. Most tackles, most dribbles in the match. Rhys James was superb, so Rhys James is my choice.
I thought Donald Fairlong was another one, really good game as well for West Brom.
Right, so we got some shouts. So RJ, out of all of them, who are you voting for?
Again, I have to go for a United one. I think Wan-Bissaka, he's so good at man marking Sterling. It's like a job for him at this where he's just every time he plays him, it's just too easy for him. So I think you have to give him credit because obviously sometimes on his best days Sterling could be a very lethal player, but it's Wan-Bissaka. I think.
I so hope this is not a United starting 11. I beg.
It won't be.
Genie.
Yeah, Rhys James. I've got the stats up here. He completed the most dribbles and the most duels, and he was superb. So Rhys James definitely for me.
Sauce?
Yeah, for what I watched of the Chelsea game, I do think that's a brilliant shout. I do think he had quite a decent game today, actually. I think it was slightly better than what Wan-Bissaka did because I think the whole team at United played well. But yeah, I don't want it to be a United 11 either because I don't think. But yeah, I'm going to go Rhys James.
Dom?
Based on the fact that I didn't watch the Chelsea game, I'm going to have to go for Wan-Bissaka, mainly because he left Sterling with 20 yards to run in and still took the ball off him. So yeah, and he's back pocketed him multiple times.
Tom?
I'm just trying to figure out, did Daniel Amati play right back? Because if he did, he's a sure.
No, he played centre back. He played centre back.
It's right.
Three at the back. Yeah. Three at the back.
I thought he was right back and Castagne was left back.
Pereira played right back.
Yeah.
Pereira didn't play.
He did. Pereira played. I watched the
Yeah,
game.
he did play.
He's playing like right mid, right wing back to be fair.
Yeah, because
They played at 5 back.
Pereira, Pereira with the wing backs, and then you had Amati, Sayuncu, and Fofana as a 3.
I thought Amati was right back, so that's on me. You know what? I did watch a little bit of that West Ham game. And I thought Koufal again was brilliant, but I don't think he's done enough to get in. He's just been really consistent this whole season, to be fair. So
Yeah.
But I do think I'm going to give my vote to Rhys James based off them stats.
Mm-hmm. Luke?
I'm going to give it to Wan-Bissaka, but I'd like to give an honourable mention to Carl Walker-Peters because I thought he was actually quite good against Sheffield United, and he's been quite good all season, to be fair to him. But I'll give it to Wan-Bissaka because he was brilliant against City.
3-3, Niall. Down to you.
To be brutally honest with you, Jeannie, if I had watched the Chelsea game, I might have had a different opinion. But I haven't watched a single bit of the Chelsea game.
I don't want this to be a full Manchester United.
It's not.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed in you.
It's okay. I don't think anyone in their right mind is giving Martial or even Bruno. I don't think Bruno was exceptionally good apart from sorting away a penalty. But no, I give it a Wan-Bissaka. I didn't watch the Chelsea game. If I'd watched it, I'd probably have gone Rhys James. But you have to pick what you watch really. So who shouts for centre backs?
Defenders.
One at a time.
Joachim Anderson. Just put Joachim Anderson in. He was absolutely phenomenal.
I think Adebayo was the better one out of the pair of them.
I'd put both of them in. I thought they were both super.
No, I shout for United centre backs in because the United centre backs were brilliant as well.
Yeah,
we are not having a fridge freezer. We are not having a fridge freezer in our team.
I thought it was a team of the week. I thought it was a team of the week.
But they
weren't the best.
Yeah, they weren't the best all weekend. I mean, come on.
I think Daniel Amati has to be a surefire.
You have a special thing in your head called a brain. Please.
Yeah, so do you. So you do.
I do. That's why the fridge freezer isn't getting it because they weren't the best over the weekend. So, RJ.
I'm going to go for the partnership of Maguire, and I can't say his last name. It's Amatar, the Leicester City.
Marty.
I can't say it right there. You go.
So we've got the fridge and Amati. Genie.
I don't know how one of the Fulham defenders won't get in this. I'm going to go both of them. They were both absolutely superb. So Anderson and Adebayo.
Sure.
I've got to put a Martin. I think he had a brilliant game, attackingly and defensively. Even though he was a centre back, I don't know who else to give it to really.
I'd say one of the Fulham defenders deserve it.
Yeah,
gaming and Manchester United new saying Fulham defenders.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the two who was better, to be honest.
Adebayo was a lot better on the ball, but Anderson was a bit more dominant in terms of duels.
No, I'd go the opposite way. Anderson was better on the ball.
I've got the stats here. Adebayo played more accurate passes and had a higher pass.
Who cleared them all balls? Because Adebayo cleared every single one of them.
Adebayo had 18 clearances compared to Anderson's 6.
Yeah, Adebayo.
I'm gonna go with mine anyway. I'm gonna go with Amarte and Adebayo, however you say his name.
Yeah. Dom.
I'm gonna go for that Tosin Adebayo, whatever you say, and I'm gonna also say I'm gonna go with Tom said Daniel Amarte. Yeah, I think he played superb.
Shout. Tom.
I'm just going with exactly what Dom said. I think Amarte, as a shout for Player of the Week, playing out of position at centre back, he was so good to cap it off with a goal. Doesn't get much better for a centre back.
Yeah. And who's the other one? So sorry, did you?
He said Amarte and
Tosin Adebayo.
Right. Okay. And Luke.
I'm gonna go for Anderson and I don't know the other one because I want to give it to Marty, but at the same time, I thought Ben Mee was was an absolute beast against us. I don't know what it is, but he always seems to be really good against us. But I think I'm just purely based off the fact he got a goal as well. I'm gonna have to give it to Marty and Anderson.
Shout. I'm gonna go with what everyone else has pretty much said, which is I can't pronounce his name.
Tosin Adebayo.
That's the one. And then I'm gonna go for Amarte from Leicester. I thought that
I believe they've won now, haven't they?
Yeah,
that last minute chance. Yeah, they've won. That last minute chance he took was perfect. So they get into Team of the Week.
This one even shouldn't be hard. This one,
Luke Shaw. I think I'll put it in.
Does everyone?
But I do think we need to give an honourable mention to Aaron Cresswell. Today.
Yeah, I was going to say Aaron Cresswell. Luke Shaw's the player, but Aaron Cresswell was superb.
Also, an honourable mention to Charlie Taylor from Birmingham.
Luke Shaw in without any debate, really. Right, DM. Who was the best DM?
Granit Xhaka because he got an assist.
Oh no!
I think two Fulham players might have to get in. I think Harrison Reed was exceptional yesterday.
Yeah,
whatever it was, Harrison Reed ran that midfield.
Well, Højbjerg's got a good shout as well.
Yeah, I do think he has a shout as well.
I think another shout. I think Dom mentioned him before. Yeskolokis. I don't know how to say his name.
I think
does anyone think that maybe the United double pivot deserves a shout? I mean, to keep another one. Let me finish. Because keeping Gundogan and De Bruyne quiet for an entire 90 minutes is no small job. Even if they don't get in, do you not think that they may even deserve a shout?
Yeah, but to be fair, we say that, but Gundogan and De Bruyne had the chances. They were just awful at taking them.
Yeah. But I'm just saying as a shout. I'm not saying they're going to get in, but I think as a shout.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've all forgot about James Ward-Prowse as well.
Yeah,
he's fucking brilliant.
I wouldn't say Ward-Prowse at DM though.
Yeah, no, I mean that's one of the centre mids.
Yeah, but if he doesn't get signed in the summer by a big club, I don't know what's going to happen.
He's not going to. RJ, he's a Southampton lad.
He's like 27 or something now.
Yeah. He's getting a bit older as well. So RJ, who is your best player? Not best player. Your DM.
There's loads of options. As good as the McFred pivot was, I'm not going to give it to them. Who's the Harrison book? I think I probably go
Harrison Reed.
Harrison Reed, that's it. Yeah, I think personally he deserves to be.
Genie.
I will put Harrison Reed in, but I'm not going to put him DM because I want to put. So you'll have to say his name. The West Brom DM. I can't pronounce. Yeah, you're close to do. I'm going to put him in.
Fair enough.
Sauce?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Harrison Reed personally.
Yeah. Dom?
Harrison Reed. From glimpses of the Liverpool game that I watched, he was always there. Like every time I turned the TV on to watch Liverpool, he was always there, just on the ball or tackling this Liverpool player. So yeah, Harrison Reed.
Tom?
Yeah, Harrison Reed.
Luke?
Purely because I want to put him in centre mid. I'm going Højbjerg.
And I'm going to go with Højbjerg as well. But it is Harrison Reed that will get into the DM role. Now I want shouts for the two central midfielders.
Lamina and Ward-Prowse.
Yuri Tielemans is a shout.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Bruno deserves a shout, but like I don't.
No. RJ, he slotted a penalty away.
Yeah, but he was good all game. Like you cannot say that he wasn't. Everyone says
he got a couple of passes to the right team, mate. I don't know. Do we have different definitions of good?
Look, people always say
not team of the week standard though.
Souls, you best just put Ward-Prowse and Højbjerg in, mate.
No, Souls. I'm not saying we should put him in there. I'm just saying, look, he deserves a shout for actually playing very well. Do you know what I mean? That's why I just say.
Then I'll give Aubameyang a shout for scoring a goal.
Yeah, I don't mind, but at the end of the day, he's not getting it.
Right,
that's all that matters.
Who's your two picks then?
Ward-Prowse for sure. I think he's phenomenal. I don't know the other though. That's the question. I'd really go for anyone. Who else would you say?
Højbjerg.
Ward-Prowse.
Lamina.
I already said Ward-Prowse.
I'd
probably give it to Højbjerg, to be fair. I didn't really watch the Spurs game, if I'm really honest, but I'll base off the opinions of the panel.
All right. Genie.
I was going to say Harrison Reed in the centre mid, but I'm going to definitely go with Lamina. And I'm not going to go Ward-Prowse just because I didn't watch the Southampton game. I'm going to go with Jorginho, who played for Chelsea tonight, also a very good player.
Good shout.
That's a shout. Sauce?
I'm going to go with Ward-Prowse and Lamina.
Gaming in Manchester United news saying McTominay deserves a shout. Definitely deserves a shout. He got shouted out for the DM role because that's where he played. But yeah, he definitely deserves a shout. Did
I'll tell you who's got a goalkeeper. Fraser Forster for Southampton. He had a brilliant game. He wouldn't get in, but he had a brilliant game.
Yeah. Dom?
Højbjerg and Ward-Prowse.
Tom?
Ward-Prowse and Lamina.
Luke?
Lamina and Højbjerg.
Is that got Lamina and Højbjerg in then?
Is it like a three-way tie?
Yeah, it matters what Niall says.
Yeah. It's basically going to be...
Lamina has to get him because he scored against Liverpool and he won them the game.
So Lamina's insults.
And then I will go with Ward-Prowse because he played very well and has been consistent pretty much all season. So yeah, Lamina Ward-Prowse is in the team. Now I want shout-outs for right wing. I'm going to... Is Salah maybe deserves a shout-out?
Bale in.
A shout. I didn't watch the game, but so many people were raving about him. Apparently, Stuart Armstrong in the Southampton game was brilliant. Yeah, but I do agree with Gareth Bale.
Stuart Armstrong on the left side as well, so I'd argue have him on the left wing.
Okay.
Oh, Bale on the right.
Bale and Kane.
Bale Kane is like that's it. I don't think you have anyone else.
Bale and Kane.
Does anyone disagree with Bale? Does anyone disagree with Bale?
He's got a brace.
All I will say is like Che Adams deserves a shout out top, but I think just because Harry Kane got the double today,
Che Adams weren't that great, Just based
not only a brace, but he also got an assist.
He was involved in all 4 goals. That's what you need to say.
It's absolutely mad.
I have no idea who's playing on left wing.
So yeah, left wing.
Stuart Armstrong.
Got any shout?
Yeah. I had Stuart Armstrong.
I think
if he played left, then I'd put him in there.
Yeah.
Stuart
I-
Armstrong got the assist for Che Adams' goal, and he was brilliant.
Gaming and Manchester United news saying Martial was essential to us winning the game.
I think Adam well
Please,
deserved.
Martial got Sky Sports Man of the Match, didn't he?
Yeah.
I can believe.
I did,
that.
no, Sky Sports as well.
Yeah,
I feel like
Adam
Gary Neville felt sorry for him.
Yeah, Gary Neville
double
said if he
struggles.
wasn't playing so bad, he would have
Created
gave
the
it to
chance.
Luke Shaw.
Most
Wow.
accurate passes.
Nice to know that, and that's why you can't always trust a Sky Sportsman match because it is picked based.
Oh, now I
on
remember the watch
emotion.
like I was like, yeah, watch Martial get out of the
Yeah. You. To be fair, yeah, you did, Tools. N5 saying Xhaka.
Left wing,
Unfortunately,
it's a
when
bit
you
of a
when you
shout.
get an assist against your own team, it doesn't quite count.
Hold on, we forgot about
Um,
Lamina. Come on, that's not fair. I'm joking.
Right. Oh my God. Kane saying Aubameyang was really good. To be fair.
He scored one goal and then vanished.
Yeah, you didn't really do much after that. Other than
He
missed
drew
chances.
touches up until the 72nd minute.
I mean, if any Arsenal player was getting, I'd have probably given it to William, but he wasn't even that good.
Did Aubameyang not play up front?
He did.
No, he
Can't
played.
get in
No, he played on the left. To be fair,
Where did William play?
I don't
William
even know
was
where
on the left.
Aubameyang played anymore.
No,
to be honest.
Aubameyang was up top, mate, because you had
Yeah, he
William
was.
on the left and
Pepe on the right.
not Pepe, Saka
Saka,
on the
yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
But he played
So-
more. Of the, yeah.
Saul's trying to lie to us also. Aubameyang can try and get a shout in for left wing.
No, I did
I
say
see
he
it, I
doesn't.
see it.
I've never said he should get in it.
I'm taking the piss, don't worry.
Well, just for that, yeah, just for that. Go on,
Shut up.
Aubameyang. Go on,
No.
Aubameyang.
he's not even got a face.
He
They
ain't-
know he shouldn't be in.
Yeah, he hasn't even got a face, so he needs removing.
Jungmin Son with an assist
RJ,
as well.
RJ, your pick for
Uh,
left wing.
Just because I watched the Southampton game, I'm going Armstrong.
Shout. Kane is saying he set up Saka for 2 sitters. To be fair,
Yeah, he did.
nice.
Yeah,
He also did, but he didn't do better than Harry Kane. Let's just not get that twisted.
Yeah.
But Genie, who's your left wing?
Yeah, I said it before. I didn't actually watch the game, but I heard he was immense. So I'm going to go Stuart Armstrong.
So
Why not Lingard?
Yeah, he played more.
I
He
would've
played more
jumped in, I
central
would've jumped
today.
in, he gonna
No,
get
he was decent.
he was
I
decent.
think
but
Lingard so far, I think he's been unbelievable at West Ham, and I do
Yeah,
rate
true.
the fact that he's changed his career around, and I do love the fact that because, like, you know, obviously,
I always love when a young and up and coming talent is doing well.
Yeah. he's still like he's still rumored to be.
but let's stop talking about.
All right, yeah. I
Lingard.
think
he's
Armstrong
not going to
for me.
get in.
Yeah, Stuart Armstrong.
So, Dom,
I'm just going to agree with everyone else. Armstrong.
Tom,
I know Stuart Armstrong's run, so I'm going to go Adam
Luke.
Ola.
Armstrong,
Yeah.
but I think Lookman was good as well. I think
Adam Ola.
Yeah,
and I will go with Armstrong as well. Now we need to choose best player of the week. It is someone in that team, else they can't be classed as best player.
Adarabi. I know he didn't
So,
score, but
one minute.
Okay.
RJ, who's your best player?
Oh man, just say without bias. No, I'm really messing. I think you have to give it to one of the Spurs boys. To be fair, I mean they've been sensational again. I do want to say a shout for Shaw. I think he's been sensational every week in the Premier League, and I do think he deserves a shout. But I think Gareth Bale this week for me, I think he just like that.
Genie?
I'm going to go with a quite controversial one, but I just think he was so good. I'm going to go Tosin Adebayo as my player of the week.
Sauce?
I fucking hate life right now. I hate life. We're possibly gonna be seeing one of the best player of the week being a Spurs one, and I know the worst is gonna be an Arsenal player. If it's not, I'll be really shocked. But for that reason, I'm gonna give it to Tosin. Tosin, the Adebayo. I need to learn his name. but yeah.
Adriabayo. Just call him Tosin.
Yeah, Tosin is good.
Dom.
As much as I want to give it Luke Shaw, but he's been quality week in, week out, I'm going to give it to that Tosin. Just for what he did at Liverpool, he was fucking brilliant.
Dom? Not Dom, Tom.
Tosin Adarabi, he was immense again.
And Luke?
Harry Kane, because obviously he got 2 goals and 2 assists. In
So-
Where's your Spurs shirt?
Add,
Oh,
add,
yeah, just say Tosin. It's all good.
Well, no, I need to spell the name so I can put it on Twitter in a bit.
Right. I'll
So,
send you this anyway.
worst player of the week.
Xhaka.
There are so many. You could name Xhaka, you could name Leno. I
Salah.
also want to give Salah a great shout for worst player of the week.
Salah had a good start, though. I think Salah gets away with having a really good start.
So did Xhaka. Xhaka had a great
To be fair,
start for
Xhaka
about
played good at the beginning, and then after it was just a mistake.
Yeah.
Shall Cancelo.
Good shout.
Well,
For us, I thought James Milner was awful.
I think by what I said, I actually like,
so,
Gabriel Jesus has to be a big.
RJ, your worst player of the week.
I mean, has to be Gabriel Jesus. I mean, the man gave away a penalty 2 minutes into the game. Like, I mean, he's pretty much cost his team. He misses so many sitters.
RJ, I'm surprised with the best chance of getting a Liverpool player into worst team of the week. You haven't snatched on the opportunity.
You know what? No,
you've said
he's a Man City player. I mean, no, I'm just still saying the fact that Man United.
The Jesus is always shit.
I mean, yeah, it's true. It's true.
Genie, your worst player of the week.
Yeah.
By the way, N5 is literally demanding it Xhaka. Like, full on. He's put Xhaka, it's Xhaka. It has to be Xhaka. No, good, it's Xhaka. So the M5 is definitely very clear on it's Xhaka. But Genie, your worst player of the week.
Shaka's a very good shout, but I'm going to give it to João Cancelo because to be 2-0 down and the right back is that bad that he has to be hooked explains everything. So I'm going to go João Cancelo.
Wait, why does it matter if he's hooked?
No, because they were 2-0 down. They could have brought on any attacker and they had to bring Cancelo off because he was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
At 2-0 down.
Sauce?
I'm going to give it to the best, well, in some people's opinions, the best right winger in the Premier League history in Mo Salah.
I knew you'd say Salah. I like the idea, though. I do like the idea. So it's currently 1 to Cancelo, 1 to Jesus, and 1 to the best Premier League right winger of all time, Mohamed Salah. So, Dom, who's your worst player?
I'm going for Cancelo. Just
You
to be
asshole.
No, he's he does shit. Luke Shaw absolutely took him off the pitch.
Yeah, but we've got
And then-
Salah,
then-
prime
then they
opportunity
brought
to
in
go
Kyle
put
Walker.
Salah.
This is the
Cocaine
best
Kyle
opportunity to really put
fuck
Salah
off,
in
man.
the
Cancelo.
Cancelo. All right, Tom.
It's Cancelo because the last time I saw a right back performance that bad was Trent Alexander-Arnold when he got hooked. So, I mean, the second goal, Luke Shaw's one, he tries to pressure Luke Shaw and then Luke Shaw kicks it past him and outruns him. While Cancelo practically stands there and goes, shit, I've been outrun.
Yeah, that's fair.
That shout. Luke?
I really want to say Xhaka, but it's got to be Cancelo because he got skinned by James Corden for 90 minutes. So, well, not 90 minutes.
Okay. We come at our left back. Let's talk at your one who's still in the snow.
And I will pick Mohamed Salah because I thought he was shit. And for the best Premier League right winger of all time, I thought his performance was beyond shocking. But that's that one. So we've done all of that. But before we do finish, obviously you'll remember yesterday we did a stream. It was the Premier League draft. Now, Genie, get your backside back on camera. Dom, you can stop hiding as well.
Pro clubs now.
Who was Dom? What team?
Dom was
Dom. So Dom, get back here and face whatever you've done. But starting from, so obviously there was 6 of us, wasn't there? So I want you to start from last place and work your way up.
Last place was Liverpool by Genie in a bottle. recording a magnificent 14 points across the entire season. The high points of the season being a Community Shield victory versus Niall, a Carabao Cup third round victory versus Dom, and their only win of the Premier League season, 1-0, thanks to a Mohamed Salah minute goal against Newcastle.
Jeannie, you can put your camera back on. People know where you are. They know what you look like.
In other competitions as well. We sort out other competitions. Jeannie picked up, I think it was 1 point, no, 2 points in the Champions League group.
Hang on, mention my silverware.
You already did.
Community Shield.
Yes!
You also got knocked out of the FA Cup third round by Brighton 5-0. So,
a good comment here from Connor saying, "No way, Liverpool last." I thought Jeannie loved to be Liverpool, and then he gets them relegated.
I'll send Niall the picture of the tactics that Jeannie employed this season.
I will post them on Twitter.
It was a 5-5-0. Calvert-Lewin was right centre mid as his most advanced player. In fifth was RJ, whose season fell apart towards the end.
Ouch! That is some crash.
Yeah, he had a really good start to the season. He lost the first games of the season to me, then went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games unbeaten in the league before little old Aston Villa's Courtney House ended that run. April was the downfall. They lost to Manchester Derby 2-0.
I'll post it on Twitter how 5-5-0s are.
Then they won the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final tie versus Atletico 1-0. Drew with Crystal Palace thanks to a 95th minute equaliser. Then Atletico Madrid knocked them out on penalties for the second leg after Harry Kane missed a crucial spot kick. He then had an FA final a couple of days later against me and proceeded to lose 5-0. He then played Fulham in the league and drew 1-1 and then got beat by Southampton 2-1. Which ultimately meant he finished 5th in the league and no Champions League football for Manchester United next season.
That means every single one of us. That just means everyone barring Jeannie got top 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Pipping RJ into 4th place was Dom.
Fuck you,
whose Tottenham team was the definition of inconsistent, really.
Yeah, no, that's how bad the team is. Like,
a great January, a great February, a great December, an awful November, a dodgy September, a decent October, and arguably a worse March than any other person. They played me in the FA Cup final, FA Cup quarter-final, and also lost 5.
You can't hear.
They beat Lazio in the second leg in the first leg of the Europa League knockout 2-0. Then 7 days later, lost 3-0, so they were knocked out in the second round.
You lost to Lazio, mate. Congrats.
I didn't do top scorers. I need to do top scorers for the team real quick.
He's gone.
Doc.
So embarrassed that he's
gone. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
There's no need to
scorer for the season was Roberto.
No, do that at the end.
Yeah, do top scorers at the end.
It was just that mad. I had to reveal that Roberto Firmino was Dom's top scorer for the entire season.
Wait, Dom's or the entire?
No, we don't want to know. Just do that.
I can't believe Dom has bailed on us like that.
In third place, they were challenging for the title for most of the season, and at the end cost them. It was Manchester City.
Nah, I quit. Forget it.
No, I'm sorry.
This is match fixing at its finest.
Can I just say, when I picked Mason Greenwood and Kepa Arrizabalaga, you lot laughed at me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If we're doing this in FIFA next time, I've already told this to Niall, right? If we do this in FIFA, right? I'm telling you, hands on. If we went the same teams, none of you would actually get nah. That is a joke.
RJ, stop being so bitter.
Souls had a really good start to the season. struggled a little bit in the Champions League, but got through. His first loss of the season came to little Leeds, but then carried on great form. Lost to Dom in December, but was still top of the league. And then, he was still in there fighting around. Then lost the Carabao Cup final to me, 3-1. And then that was the downfall, really. The day after, like a couple of days later, they beat Atletico 2-1 in the semi-final first leg.
Didn't he lose to me at some point?
I think he did.
Ball jobs. A lot of them.
Anyway, that's not relevant because the second leg of the Atletico game, they lost 3-1 and were knocked out on away goals. So
I formally tell you that none of those players in my team are here right now. They have been absolutely battered to a pulp. They are now no longer allowed to play football. A lot of them. Ball job.
he lost 3 out of his last 5 Premier League games to finish third.
Wow.
And couldn't even pick up a single bit of silverware, going out in the FA Cup third round to RJ.
Only the best managers.
But luckily, I've got Sheikh Mansour. We are rebuilding the team. Not a single player is allowed in that 11 anymore.
In second place is obviously a club from London,
For fuck's
and they
sake.
play in blue. Just
No way, Kyle won.
No,
I'm
I'm not accepting this fucking. This is.
I had a what cost me was December. December was an awful month for me.
Who cares?
If I pull up December,
Kepa.
if I pull up December, I went 6 games without a win.
Ah.
I did win the domestic double of the FA Cup and the
Right,
Carabao.
do you know, for guys who haven't seen, right, 1 second, I will share my screen in a second, right, and I'll get these teams up.
And then in first place with the Golden Glove winner Kepa Arrizabalaga is now.
No. I'm not accepting this.
Do you know what? You lot laughed at me when I brought in Kepa.
Number
And I
one
brought him in, and hold
Number-
on, I brought him in from my bench. But then Tom Pope was being that shit. But he had to get hooked on.
However,
Kepa.
Niall did crash out of the Europa League group stage.
I don't care.
And even though it didn't matter, did lose a not North London one, a game against Chelsea, me 7-0 with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang bagging a hat-trick.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean,
I'm sharing the screen.
my team was focusing solely on the league.
And,
Okay, so this is the team that won it. Like, I'm sorry. How rigged is this game? Like, come on.
So
if I pull up Niall's team stats, Yuri Tielemans was his player of the season with 19 goals and 8 assists.
19.
19
Yeah.
goals.
Like,
gotta love a bit of Yuri Tielemans.
I gotta go play football.
And if I can, I'll go over to the league stats now for player individual stats.
That is what I call a team of the season.
Top goal scorer in the league was Sergio Aguero of Manchester City.
He's a ball job. He's a shit player. Bird.
I can't be honest. Who's that?
Let me
I
just.
can't believe it.
Sergio Aguero was the top scorer with Roberto Firmino in second,
Like Connor
Jamie Vardy,
Cody and
Sadio Mane, and Harry Kane in third.
Are you
I can see
sure? I had Connor Cody as a centre back, and you've let me win the league.
All
This
I'm
is
saying
brilliant.
is,
The people with the most assists were Rafinha of Chelsea and Andrew Robertson. And the Golden
What is
Glove
that?
winner was Kepa Arrizabalaga with 23 clean sheets, with Ederson second with 21.
can we
So a
redo this?
defensive. Hold on. So a
Kepa
defensive one.
Arrizabalaga also conceded the least amount of goals in the league with 23.
So you're telling me a defensive Wan-Bissaka, Stones, Connor Cody, Andrew Robertson, and goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Protecting it.
Honestly,
Hold on.
I see
Guys,
it.
what did you not? What,
Kepa also faced one penalty this season and saved it.
Oh,
so,
here.
guys,
VAR
what-
fucking sucked his ass.
what did you lot call my team again? Was it
Brexit FC.
That's the one. And Brexit FC are the champions of England.
Just for a bit of context, like that's now the only team I don't have because of pictures they didn't let me download it is Tom's madness of a team. But that was my team, right?
Yeah.
They got third. You're all ball jobs. I don't even want to look at them right now.
Oh,
How in
this is brilliant.
how in the name of God did that get fifth? I'm sorry. How?
That was pretty
Yeah.
fucking obvious. You got Thiago Silva.
How did I go down?
Well, Genie, come on, we know why that happened.
Yeah, we know
Abysmal tactics.
exactly.
If you're gonna play Sam Allardyce football, what did you expect to happen?
Still got enough quality to get it through it.
Well, you had no striker.
If you can.
How's
How's that gone down?
Yeah, but that is
Because of
not
your
how you
formation.
lined up. If you lined up like that, you probably do quite well.
You
But
probably beat me the way the fucking game is made. Like, oh,
you that is brilliant. Game in Manchester United news now with the dub.
Piss off with that shit.
What an underdog story!
No.
Balaga.
Really, it's up to the people to decide whose season was better: Niles winning the title or me winning the domestic double.
Or me winning the Carabao Cup.
No, it was called Premier League draft, so we're basing it off the Premier League.
oh yeah, I can't.
This is Dom's team.
Yeah, Dom has unfortunately run away. He was so ashamed at coming fourth. He shouldn't be because
That guy, Colgate's, face of Colgate.
Yeah, no,
actually
sorry.
got
I'm sorry.
22
Yeah, he
goals.
bet Harry Kane. How did he beat? Oh nah. Oh,
But
yeah.
obviously the best team though, take out Nick Pope and bring in Kepa Arrizabalaga, who is now my favourite goalkeeper of all time. Actually won the Premier League. It was Kepa, Wan-Bissaka, Stones, Connor Cody, Andrew Robertson,
RJ,
Basuma,
as we've
Phil
already done
Foden,
this, just put
Yuri
that through a simulator.
Tielemans, Pulisic, Rashford, and my boy Mason Greenwood up front.
This into a FIFA simulator.
Yeah, just put this
Absolutely.
team into a FIFA one. I just want to dub somewhere.
No,
because
I'll do another one. We'll do another one on Saturday.
Account tactics and stuff. FIFA just takes into account rating. So RJ'd win because he has the highest rated players.
Yeah. That's why Football Manager was better, because it does take.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. So people.
I need a dub. I need a win.
But FIFA, that's why FIFA.
I'm sure we can do like a whale draft.
Yeah.
That'll be sick.
We could do all sorts. We just won't do it on FIFA because FIFA just takes ratings, and that would.
Yeah, can we do a world one? That would be wicked.
I do want everyone to. Obviously, I went for Jurgen Klopp as my manager, absolutely siding everyone with how I did it, because my last three picks, no one was really going to pick.
Jurgen Klopp was sacked halfway through.
Oh, right.
So that's why you did so well. So that's how we did.
Hold on, how did Jurgen get sacked? He was my assistant.
I don't know. Jurgen got sacked, and
I thought you said unsackable or something.
Us as people were unsackable. I couldn't do it for the assistants. So
I
Jurgen
don't know.
Klopp was sacked.
Why
And
did I
think
sack Klopp?
took the German job.
Oh, who was
prevent
my
that.
assistant barring Klopp?
Your assistant barring Klopp was Mike Phelan.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm still unhappy.
And
I'm happy for.
RJ's assistant, Ancelotti, also left to take the Italy job.
Okay.
And
Do
I
you know
thought
one way you could have done it?
I
It's
thought it
just
was
make
quite
the managers the manager.
To be fair, though, RJ's was like right at the end of the season.
Hang on. So Jurgen Klopp went.
One minute. Let Tom speak, else we're going to be here for the next 9 hours whilst everyone interrupts.
And
Tom,
to replace Ancelotti for the last 2 games of the season, RJ's board decided to get him Roy Keane.
Decent.
Oh, okay. Next time we're doing this, Roy Keane is my assistant, lads. He is going to.
He bottled you the league, but okay. Who was your assistant, Tom?
Mine was Jose Mourinho. He didn't go anywhere.
Loyal. I like it. Pep Guardiola.
Did he stay for the whole season?
Pep Guardiola did stay for the whole season.
Because you were shitting his pants.
What about Dom?
Dom's was Pochettino, and Pochettino did stay for the whole season.
And did Liverpool's assistant stay with Genie through his relegation?
Liverpool's assistant was very talkative in the media. He did stay, but he was very talkative. He was going at Sean Dyche saying Burnley would get relegated while his team sat on 6 points.
That's my manager.
Assistant manager.
My assistant manager.
I just love going through Genie's because if you actually look at it, Genie's top scorer was Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 5.
How many goals did I score?
You scored. Oh, do you really want to know?
If he scored 10,
I want to know.
Scored 5, 9,
9.
14,
9.
4, 8, 12, 17.
How many did I concede?
You don't want to know.
I shouldn't have conceded many.
See that?
Maximum
not with your-
38.
Not with your formation, anyway.
Let me find out for you.
And anyone wanting
69.
to know how...
How many?
Minus 57 goal difference.
Wow.
69. You only have to score 10 in the league.
Anyone wanting to know how Genie the Tactical Unmasterclass lined up, I will post that on my Twitter with the results of the Premier League draft, which Brexit FC with Kepa Arrizabalaga. I'm just going to say Kepa Arrizabalaga one more time because what a lovely name, Kepa Arrizabalaga, coming first, which is beautiful to see. Amazing.
You don't know what it was,
green
Niall?
without them.
I
Do
hate
you know what it
that.
was? Everyone was still in all like the European competitions and stuff.
Yeah,
Come
you were.
March
Yeah.
and April, and you weren't. So you
That's-
had 4 games in
Yeah.
April, 4 games in
But-
Of
March.
course he's not in
Oh.
European competitions. He's Mr. Brexit.
But Mr. Brexit won the Premier League with Arsenal Football Club, which
Yeah, we
is
have to-
even more of a special achievement because
That's
Arsenal winning the league is never going to happen ever again. But guys, we have come to the end. I'm sorry that Dom walked away from his job. He walked down the tunnel. It was very much like Sari is how Dom walked out of his job, walked down the tunnel, and he's not to be seen again, which is a shame. But everyone, thank you for watching. It's been a great stream. We'll be back again next Monday for another weekly review show. Tomorrow, we may be doing a ranking of goalkeepers. We may be. Not confirmed, but we might be ranking goalkeepers in the Premier
Kepa
League.
Arrizabalaga has to go in the top one now.
He does. I will definitely be having my favourite goalkeeper of all time, definitely up there. But make sure you're tuned in for tomorrow, where we will be doing, hopefully we'll be doing a goalkeeper ranking.
Genie was that bad that Mo Salah got dropped by Egypt for club form.
Wow. Well done, Genie. You've ruined Salah's international career.
Thanks
as
for
well as
mentioning
his.
that, Tom.
But everyone watching, please like the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and make sure that you're here tomorrow, or just follow my Twitter. You'll see it all on there. But RJ, before we end it, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, they can find me at Reply Checker on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and now on Twitch. And just a little message: football managers are rigged, lads. Go on to FIFA. You'll actually have a better time. Right,
It's not rigged.
is.
RJ's just unhappy because Kepa's got a better goalkeeper than De Gea. But Genie, where can they find you, bro?
Genie in the bottle on Twitter.
The championship.
And
The job of deployment.
where can they find my closest competitor? Excellent. And Sauls, where can they find Bottle Job FC?
I don't know why.
Well, you won't be able to see them because they're all been, buried. They've all got, yeah. Let's not go there because it'd be.
Please
it'd be
don't go into
horrible.
any more detail.
To be fair,
Let's just say
Sergio
some of them
Aguero
came.
got 41 goals for you this season. And Bukayo Saka had 22 goals and 17 assists.
How many did Mason Greenwood have by any chance? Or
Mason
just-
Greenwood was a little bit disappointing,
Oh, well, my star boy.
He's a Premier League champion, but he only had 14 goals.
He
did-
can't get
Actually,
more.
have someone who scored loads of goals. You just spread your goals out across everywhere.
What can
I mean,
I
John
say?
Stones-
Tactical genius. Because
John
the thing
Stones
is,
only had one less goal than Phil Foden.
yeah, that's the thing. Like when you're trying to win a league title, guys, you can't be reliant on one person. You like to spread it
Stop
across
that,
the team.
please.
Whereas for
Um,
me, I had my front four had 22,
That's better.
goals, 29 assists, 29 goals, 17 assists, 35 goals, 11 assists, and 36 goals, 13 assists, respectively. What happened was the one centre-back system died a little bit during December and then recovered itself for January.
Oh, that's all.
All right.
And don't forget, Brexit FC did have to deal with Jurgen Klopp leaving halfway through the season and bringing in no other than Mike Phelan, whilst RJ bring in Mr. Aggressive himself. But you can find me at Nile_PAFC, clearly going to be gloating about this in the group chat for quite some time. Guys, I want you to remember the name Kepa Arrizabalaga, my now favourite goalkeeper of all time. You can also find me here at Let's Talk Premier League. I'll be here tomorrow, hopefully, ranking goalkeepers, which I'm sure is going to get explosive when Kepa Arrizabalaga gets put into world class. I'll be basing my reasoning purely on FM.
Very reliable, Niall. Very reliable.
But thank you for watching, and until next time, cheers.